when your legend shoot this up to 10. The airways belong to disciple when the war chief blend. First digest the heat from my toaster. Blast, cotton can last on your block about the class.
Yeah, digging on the Sheba, tapping on the Chiba, singing they want sunset, cotton you want nuts and the ass whipping, and feel it wouldn't kick in. Never juggle satin, coolie coda can't blow. Coolie how is how I pump when the convincers in my clutch. Your murder one sung it then hush.
The
Hollywood
awakening. How much notes are we raking in? The more we vision, you ain't fit for this division. So put the splits on it. Tell your Foxy put her lips on it. It's murder one when the stones
I'm
on
trying
it.
to tell you now, the copper here from the 3 o'clock and a something terrible that happen when you fall shatting. No counterfeit, never dug the sound a bit low. Cold toss the out, razor candy cut what? Love Sugar Streets where the hustle crossing cats meet. My kin looking like Flint about to boogie
Inside Sheba Sugar Walls trying to landscape pleasure. I face the north in the north face bubble feather. Stone tribe jungle life diamond crook campus. Destined for Sugar City and we copping Willie
I got
Stampers.
you wide. Yeah, I keep you wide. Yeah, I got you wide. Yeah, I keep you wide. Yeah, I got once the heat is on, you know that mean the war chief send. Melting ice grills from the East Boone and Mac 10. El Dorado R and a sparkling Chevrolet. All the dough sacks until I see no
It ain't no such thing as 3 o'clock. I cruise the block in my snorkel. A tiny link swing, 6 figures. I'm trying to see it, so I'm coasting. Sipping on some clear patch of potion, got me tipsy. Waiting for some sugarine to hit me. This is living. Screeching through the cracks of Hell's Kitchen, talking dynamite slang in my wheels while I'm brick
check the
pitching.
crumb crusher, Terrell sugar love out of sight. Double modern block bus, EG gray airtight in the war chief. Pulling the old brown sugar con through the doorway of sugar hit the stairway and down.
I can dig it. Can you dig it? Diamonds glow. Geechee stay fresh in the flesh, dice fro. We Thundercats, it's all about stash in the coffee. Butter dripping off me. I talk it like I walk it on uptown grounds. Jungle champ compounds where the law's always found and war chief run the town.
The last cards was dealt, so is the last hander. Scat cats from the sugar flats, low bander. Running reps, pulling coats to the counterfeited. Ja catch you on the rebound, sweet and low digging.
Much respect to y'all. Much respect to the family. I appreciate any and everybody who might be tuning in, and I would like to welcome you to all right, y'all. Much respect to the family. Let me make sure I got all my settings right. Okay, there we go. 1 second. Okay, I decided to check my sound. Hope everybody's doing good. I hope that your summer's coming along pretty well. Much respect to any and everybody. Let me go ahead and get this all set up here. Much respect. Let Let me get my headphones. I got it. Let me check this sound. Let me see something here. Make sure. There we go. It's not too loud. Okay. All right. So what we have for this evening, I would like to talk about, man, I've been for a while now, just taking time to really see why is it, that maybe the youth does not have respect for, the older generation, for themselves, community, the whole nine. And then, there's a video that I come across. I come across this video. And this right here definitely signifies, one of my famous quotes when I say, I don't claim most you ninjas. And it's a real thing. It's a real thing. So what I want to do is I want to take this time, right? And I want to pull up a video. Now we're going to be looking at an individual who obviously does not know how to conduct themselves. Now, see, the thing about it is, it's not about this person not being able to conduct themselves. It's the simple fact of, hey, bruh, like, you do see how old you are, right? And so I just want to kind of break this down and, have a little entertainment with it. But this guy right here is absolutely just amazing to me, because I am trying to figure out, how can an individual be so blind? How possibly can you be so oblivious to, like, I don't know, something called social cues? I don't know, something called time and place. How possibly can one be so ignorant? So what we're going to do is we're going to take time. We're going to look at this right here. Let me go ahead and pull my screen up. Well, let's see what we got. Let me go ahead and turn this music down. All right. This guy right here is absolutely amazing to me. Absolutely amazing. Let me see something here. Wow, there we go. We can just hit that there. All right. And we get back here. Okay, so with that being said, I digress. My mic is muted. Respect to the family. Let's see what we got.
Are you driving, sir? Are you driving?
For me?
Mr. Glenn, Rondell Glenn?
Yeah, man, I'm sitting out in the sun, buddy. I'm trying to grab me something to eat.
All right, so he's messing up already. Referring to a judge like one of your homies. Let me tell you something. Even if you actually on a low somehow or another got it through the system and you do know the judge, or you got at least a little slight reputation with him, maybe you've been before this particular judge, still don't talk to the judge like a homie, especially on a Zoom call, right? Let's see how this goes, because this is going to go left real quick. Now, I want you to pay very close attention to all of this hair. You see this hair? That's gray. So that's supposed to be a signature of a certain point in your life, a certain coming of age that one reaches and extends themselves into, right? But let's see how this goes.
All right, don't drive in court.
I'm not going to be driving, buddy, when I'm in court, all right? Just call me.
Now, listen, I'm not your buddy, okay? First of all, but at the end of the day, if you're driving right now, you're not supposed to be driving, okay?
Now, I'm pretty sure most people know, even to this very day, although we don't see the commercials like that for this as much anymore. Does anybody remember we had this point where there were all these commercials and signs everywhere that said, don't text while driving? They had it in all types of messages, from sitcom TV shows and everything else, right? Radio stations, you name it. The advertisement for no texting while driving was everywhere. I'm pretty sure that this gentleman was alive during that time, because I know I was, and he's older than me, right? So let's keep on going. Now, what I want to try to figure out is exactly what goes through your mind when you think you can be driving while in court. See, this is the problem when we get like mixed up. See, right now, he treating this the same way people do when they like pop up on an IG live or when they pop up on a panel. He think he just kicking it with his peoples on a panel and he just got to answer to some stuff. Nah, bro, you still actually are in court. So let's keep on rocking out. Let's see what we got. We can get through this video, then we're all going to have us a good night because I have many things I have to continue to progress on.
Yeah, but how long am I going to be sitting here? I haven't spoke to no defense attorney.
I don't know how long you're going to be sitting there. You're waiting. If you came on time, you would have heard me. I said I'm going to try to get you out as fast as I can.
I have never in all my days in court had somebody actually ask, how long are you going to keep me waiting? Absolutely out of this world. So once again, no situational awareness, bruh. You're in court. Bruh, if these people want to call your case, like, you know what a lot of judges do? No bullshit. Like this is a real thing. A lot of judges will go right on ahead and they will just simply put your case to the back of the list. So like say you were probably going to be called next or the next two or whatever. Nope. They're going to get through like 10 more people before they get to you and you got to stay there. You got to stay there till they call you. Leave if you want to. You're going to have something called a bench warrant. Let's keep on rocking out.
Good, man. Listen, it's all good.
Listen, don't cut me off. Are you driving your car right now?
I'm going to park my car, but man, I can't be sitting out in the sun. You know what I'm saying?
I'm putting you out of the room.
Put me out of the room.
Yes, for driving in court. All right? Come back when you get in a safe location.
Attorney Gaten Robinson on behalf of Mr. Rondell Glenn. Mr. Glenn, please state your name for the record.
Now, this is where it really gets amazing to me. Like, you know, as I was just sitting and watching this, this is where it really, really gets really, truly amazing. All right, so this is what I want to know. I'm so curious. At what point don't you realize to just shut up and let your lawyer go ahead and handle this for you? Now, watch how this goes, even with him and his own lawyer. This is crazy. Let's go.
Mr. Rondell Glenn.
Your Honor, I don't know how many tickets that was you just read off. I only have 3 on my docket.
Yeah, Mr. Glenn doesn't have any respect for the court. I see he's exhibited disrespect for the court, and he's
wait a minute, hold on, wait a minute. What you talking about?
You wait a minute. You wait a minute.
I'm going to the Judicial Technical Commission.
You wait a minute.
I don't.
All right, so he says he's going to try to report the judge. He's going to file some, you know, I guess like a complaint on the judge. Okay, cool. You say you want to file a complaint on the judge. Bruh. You in there for tickets that's unpaid. Your driver's license is suspended because you did not pay tickets. Now, that costs money. I promise you, to fight a lawyer, that's going to cost you way more money, my guy. All right. So everything that you talking about when it comes to like, I'm going to do this and, you know, I'm going to file this on a judge, bro, you got to have that bread to fight that. Listen, the form that you're going to have to fill out by itself may run you a couple hundred. That might be all of your tickets together. Now let's see how far left this goes and why the title of this whole series, this episode is called Man Baby Summer in Full Bloom. Because this is a prime example of what I call a man baby. Let's go.
I want you to yourself from my case, bro.
Listen,
I'm 58 years old.
That's the
I don't know what it is about me and you.
And that was sad, sir. Sir, you should have never told us that you're 58. You know what your best bet was to do? Your best bet was to tell us that you have a aging condition and you're really in your mid-20s. There is no reason why I should be hearing that you are 58, you are pushing 60, and you act like this. You don't know how to conduct yourself in the court. Bruh, even if you've never been to court, but you at least watched the shit on TV, everything from a movie, I think most people know how you should, on a basic format, conduct yourself in court. This is why this type of shit is so embarrassing. Let's get back to the Man Baby Summer in Full Bloom.
You, bro.
That's the disrespect.
Mr. Glenn, can you please be quiet for one? Mr. Glenn, as the attorney who's trying to help you, can you please be quiet for a moment? The first issue that you have is you should not be driving on Zoom. Park the car, please. You cannot
And
drive
the
on
Bible
Zoom.
says
That's the
he should
definition of
not be-
distracted driving.
He should not be driving at all. He's already indicated to the court that he's driving when he was driving while in court. I asked Mr. Glenn that if he's driving, he said he's driving to go in and get something to eat, I believe. So now,
Mr. Glenn wasn't driving. Somebody was driving for me. I'm with somebody. What do you mean? What do you?
I've never in my day, man, I've never known somebody to like be this boisterous to the judge, bro. Like, I don't get it. Like, I don't know what day this is really weird. I'm serious. This whole 2025 thing, you know, this is a large reason even as to why I just fall back. I just go away. You want to know why? Because I just recognize that people are absolutely cuckoo for effing Cocoa Puffs. And I really don't want no parts of it, right? So I just kind of stay in my own world at this point, right? So that's just basically where I am at this point as Mr. Seven. Now, let's keep on rocking out and let's listen to how much this guy keeps digging himself in a hole because he's not realizing, bruh, this is a moment where you should just shut up. It's called time and place. And right now, this is not the time or place for you to be running your monkey ass mouth like you are.
Me, man.
I'm gonna order Mr. Glenn.
I'm 58
Mr.
years old, bro.
Glenn,
Look,
Mr. Glenn,
shoot yourself in
I'm
my case,
trying to help.
And he tells us again, he then further reminds us that he is an elder man with gray hair. Now, I want us to pay attention. This is why I was saying earlier, as far as the youth, this man is probably a dad, if not he's 68, bro. He probably a grandfather. Like no bullshit. This is somebody's father. So I want you to think about it. If dad is acting like this in court, what possibly do you think the kids might act like? You see how it trickles down. So when we are seeing certain youth, and you know, when I say youth, I'm talking about like 20s and up. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's youthful to me. You in your 20s, that's youthful to me, right? So when I'm talking about the young bloods and stuff, yeah, if this is how dad acting, what the fuck you think the kids are like? So when I see people like him acting like this, and then finally, right, I'm now talking to them. They like, man, I ain't even trying to hear that, Unc. I ain't trying to hear that, OG. You know, when it's dudes like him out here that's possibly giving any kind of or some kind of like life message, bruh, it's like, what the is this, right? Because this is the very person who was supposed to be an elder, a pillar in the community. Like, real talk. This is supposed to be an elder, a pillar in the community. Oh my goodness gracious. It's crazy. So now I see why we are so doomed. And shout out. Go ahead and get you some rest. Go ahead and get you some rest. I appreciate you stopping through. I see you. Much respect. Thank you, Riaz. And let's keep on rocking out. And with that being said, I digress. My mic is muted. The time right now is 6:49 p.m. East Coast Standard Time. And I thank you all so much for taking real quick moment to tune in with me. Let's rock out. Let's have a beautiful Friday. And I hope everybody's having a wonderful summer. And I hope your weekend is spectacular. Let's go.
Can you please just wait a minute?
All these tickets from 20 years ago when it's only 3. You know what I'm saying?
Sir, stop. Mr. Glenn, stop. So I can help.
I've never, ever heard a lawyer have to talk to their client that much during a court proceeding. They look, you know, at the max, I've seen a lawyer just kind of like, you know, that little hush hand, you know, that hand where they like, you know, that little pat, it's like a pat to the air. Like, that's the most. They may lean in, you know, and, you know, just kind of, and then they do the little pat in the air. That is the absolute max that I've ever seen when it comes to a lawyer, the attorney trying to keep their client in check for the most part, right? For the most part. Now, we have seen outbursts in court. We you know, but generally, look, this is the thing. When I've seen those outbursts in court, those outbursts generally came from like people who about to do life, like double life, like they in there for like 3 bodies, bro. Like, who cares if they cuss, bro? They probably gonna get the chair, like they'll never leave again. So that don't count. This man is in here for traffic tickets acting like this. That's the point. So yes, that's why I say man, baby, summer in full bloom.
I'm trying my very best to help you. You got a chip on your shoulder, but it's not. Sir, give me a minute. I'm gonna try to take you in a breakout room and talk to you before you make your circumstance worse. Just be quiet until you get there, please.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank
Mr. Glenn, Mr. Glenn, after you.
That's a goddamn shame. I'm serious, like seriously. And for the record, people, I say G-O-T, not G-O-D. That's a goddamn shame. Just for the record. Just for the record, for those who's holy. Nah, real talk though, man. Like, that is seriously sad, my G. Like, what's going on with you? You don't know how to shut up? You don't know how to shut up? Like, just for a moment?
Finish talking to him. I'm going to give him a pretrial date for tomorrow. Mr. Glenn has to come into court in person.
Fine. I'm going to the Judicial Tender Commission because you're very impartial. You're not about to try to embarrass me in court like
Mr.
that, man.
Glenn, stop.
All right, first of all, you're the only one embarrassing yourself, my G. No one's doing anything to you. No one is doing shit to you. Now, one thing I can say when it comes to one thing I can say when it comes to the judge, I appreciate the judge for maintaining his
Black Air Force energy.
Yeah, because this is really wild. This is really, really wild. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's see what we got. Let's get back to it. Let's let this play out some.
Reading out
Mr.
all those things
Glenn,
when we only got
I
3.
just asked you to be quiet so I can help you.
I'm going to file a complaint today.
That's fine. You can do whatever you want, but
You're not about to try to embarrass me like that, be disrespectful to me, and think I'm gonna sit up and take that.
Mr. Glenn.
Bruh, he don't have to embarrass you. He can just lock you up and call it a day. Like, he could literally put you in a position when he wants to have it where they'll just come to your house, they'll get you, right? Your job, house, they got all your info. All right. And they can just have it to, you know, he can just go ahead and sit you down for a bit. Because, you know, driving on a suspended carries, I think, like 180 days. So he can sit you down for 6 months if he wants to. If he wants to. You don't have to try to embarrass you. See, that's what you're missing right now. See, this is not some nigga you arguing with online over some internet beef. This is a judge overseeing a case because you have suspended license. You have multiple tickets. And then while on a suspended license, your dumbass is driving while in court for suspended licenses. Like, I mean, it doesn't get any more amazing. Let's keep going.
Mr. Glenn.
And he come to court properly dressed. Don't come to court in a sleeveless shirt. Come to court properly dressed.
Your Honor, can I please have a moment to talk to Mr. Glenn? I muted you because you're not making it better. Just be quiet.
It doesn't matter what you say to him. He's going to take an anger management class too.
Look at how he just added shit. You see that? Like, I don't get it. Like, do you not get, like, seriously, at this very moment, that judge can, for the most part, you know, with what is within the legal bounds of your personal case, can just, he can throw in whatever he wants. He can just bust out and be like, you know, I want you to take anger management, NAAA, and I want you to go to Gambling Anonymous. And you probably ain't even got nothing to do with gambling. But if he wants to order it, he can. And guess what? He can order as many things, he or she can order as many things as they want to make it difficult for you to get your license back in order. See, the fact is this, what you need to understand is this person can either make your life easier, considering you put yourself in a position. Now, you know, the one thing that my father always taught me, he always said, son, you know how you disarm the law? I said, take the gun. He says, no. You don't take the gun. Now, to get you more charges, what you do is you don't break the law. When you don't break the law, they have nothing to get you with. I'm like, well, goddamn, Dad, that makes sense. We're not talking about the one-off anomalies and things of people who are innocently. No. In general, when you do and go about life the right way, you usually keep these type of things at bay. Your chances are way, 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 way less. And even if something pops up because of your track record of being upstanding or at least a decent person in society and not a shitball that's coming up here in a sleeveless shirt and sweaty with gray hair and talking to the judge any kind of way. This is why I say man, baby. This is why I say Arrested Development. At some point, he may be 68 by technical biology, but in the mind, this man still has not surpassed 21. He stopped growing almost 50 years ago.
Your Honor, I'm going to move Mr. Glenn to another breakout room.
Very good.
He's the Motorola device.
Yes. Move past the matter. Tell them to come to court properly dressed, Ms. Gates.
Mr. Glenn, you should have a prompt to come to go to breakout room 5. Go to breakout room 5. Look at your device, Mr. Glenn. You should have a prompt on your screen to go to breakout room 5. Just click OK. All right, Mr. Glenn, I'm gonna send you a different prompt. Just when you see the room number pop up, please just click OK. You're going to room 8.
All right, let's pass
Just
the
click
matter.
OK.
Ms. Gaten Robinson, are you still dealing with Mr. Glenn?
Your Honor, Mr. Glenn was not the easiest to try to talk to or get to reason with. He has indicated to me, is he still in the breakout room? He told me he was coming down to the court today. He doesn't understand why.
How you so difficult that your lawyer can't even reason with you? That's when I just say, go ahead and hang him. Personally, hang his ass.
He has to come tomorrow, so he's coming down to talk to the chief judge today, which I told him that is absolutely his right. He could. He felt like you were picking on him by calling out his older tickets. I explained to him that that is your process and the process.
This man is 60 fucking years old, and he said he feels like the judge is picking on him for bringing up his past driving record.
Motherfucker, are you out of your damn mind?
God have mercy upon us.
Of many judges down there, that when people have outstanding matters, if they are on your docket, you will pull all of their matters in an attempt to be efficient. And you've done that with multiple clients of mine this morning to try to reassure him that that was not you picking on him. He didn't understand why you were bringing up old stuff. So I explained to him that that's you trying to be efficient.
Well, all right. So let me help you out. In case you're not aware, that's what life does. Okay. If you're going for a relationship, people actually are curious about your past. As far as criminal history, credit, how do you live? Are you able to hold a job? I'm not talking about bodies. I'm talking about just your lifestyle. Like, how do you live as a person? How are you? Are you someone welcomed in your community? Right? People want to know these things. You go for a job. You know what they ask for on job applications? They ask for 3 non-relative references. Am I mistaken? Am I mistaken? Jobs will ask you for a reference from the past. You know what jobs do? They tell you to put down past and previous employers. You know what jobs sometimes do? Not all the time nowadays, but back in the day, they damn sure was on that. They will ask your old job, how was this person's performance? That's right. So I'm just trying to figure out, at what point do you not recognize that the courts are damn sure going to do that? If I have a record of violence as an adult, and then I finally catch a first-degree assault, they're going to bring up my past record. They're going to bring up the fact that I have a history of violence. That is not picking on me. That is what you call an observation and a diagnosis of who it is that you're dealing with. Okay? You're getting a good breakdown of this person's past patterns. Okay? It's called a cookie trail.
Because he had multiple tickets in front of the court outside of the 3 that were on the docket. I indicated to him that he was supposed to be here tomorrow.
And I just want to say this last part. Bruh, you ain't got to be like 58. You ain't got to be in your 40s like me. I'm going to tell you right now, if you 30 and up still talking about some picking on you, bruh, you got a lot more issues than whatever it is that you talking about you being picked on about. You got a lot more shit to take care of.
And I don't give a fuck, and that's what it is. Everybody getting shot. If you was working in there that day, you getting shot. I don't give a fuck. It is what it is. So you could keep, like I said, keep playing with me. Keep playing with me. Keep playing with me.
And that's the attitude that you do not want to have when you go to court. When you out on the streets, I mean, hey, do what you do. But when you in court, you want to put all that shit at bay. Let's go.
At 8:30 in the morning.
He's here. Let me bring him. Hold on. Let me pass it right quick. Let me get Mr. Galarza out of here.
Now, in case y'all thought this was over, no, it's not. The nigga has more dumb shit to say. He has more dumb shit to say out his mouth, and he loves, you know what he loves to do? He should be the original Undertaker, because I ain't never seen somebody dig their own grave as good as he does.
Let's go back on the.
I got his attention. He's aware that we're trying to pull him back into the breakout room. I'm about to send him a prompt. I mean, to the main session. I'm about to send him a prompt.
I'm trying to get him in the main. Stop close the rooms.
Okay.
Now, if he keeps it up, he'll find himself in contempt.
Your Honor, I'm trying to save him, but
You cannot save that man. You cannot save that man. You need to make the decision. See, trying to save that man is going to bring you down, counsel. All right. I'm just trying to tell you, like, on some real, because I can tell you right now, the way the judge is looking, the judge basically has this mode going on. You gonna bring him back up, okay, but just let him know.
Timepiece Frosty, that's why you only get one chance to cross me.
I know it's probably going to be ordered as a transcript, so can y'all please talk at one time at a time?
well, good luck. Good luck. You can get the video.
Sure.
All right. Let's go back on the record with Mr. Glenn. Mr. Glenn, let me say something to you, sir.
Okay. All right. So now we just gonna have a quick moment of silence, and we're gonna hope that this ninja can get his shit together. Okay. Let's just have a very, very quick moment of silence. Okay, that's enough. Let's go.
Start your video, please.
I got it going. Get it straight now. Get it straight, bro. I simply wanted to come in and plead not guilty. But
God damn this nigga, man. I swear on life, bro. I swear on life, my G. What it?
God have mercy upon us.
Did he just come, bro? Did he just come into court and he came into court and said, "Let's get it straight, my G."
You're missing the point.
So, Mr. Glenn, I asked you to stop talking to the judge like he's your friend or somebody on the street. You would not talk to another judge in a different jurisdiction like that. He's not your bro. He's Judge Perkins.
No, he shouldn't talk to any judge like that. To be quite honest with you, I'm gonna be real. As a grown man who's just a natural born citizen, I don't want to be spoken to like that, and I wouldn't take that disrespect. And I'm not a judge on the bench. I would real deal be like, "Hey, bro, like, you know, I don't know what's going on. You all right?" And I will assess the situation. And then I already know, like, yeah, I'm not even about the whole conversation with you, bro. Right? Everything ain't got to lead to violence. It's just the simple fact of, like, just some people you don't even need to associate with. So it's not about it even being a judge. Now, I don't know what sis meant. Does she mean like because he's a black judge? Do you think possibly is that what she's saying? You wouldn't talk to the white judges like that, you know, because you know she's not going to say those words, right? But was she hinting at that? Because I wonder, what does she mean by judges in another jurisdiction? Or is this judges, or are the judges in the jurisdiction in which he has court, and are they just sweet for it? So, like, for example, I'll give you a perfect example, right? Over here where I am in Maryland, like the Magician, the Wizard, we have two main courts in PG, that is. We have Hyattsville and Upper Marlboro, okay? Everybody knows if you in Upper Marlboro, you know, you're going to have to actually really try to do something for your case. When your shit in Hyattsville, you're going home. Like, I don't know what it is. Hyattsville is go home court. So Hyattsville is generally known to be sweet for it, especially for dumb stuff like the petty crimes like trespassing, loitering, traffic tickets. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's nothing violent, yeah, man. Like, if you in Hyattsville for some slight stuff, a little you know, theft under 100, you know, you was shoplifting in a store or something, man, you going home. They're just going to give you like stat docket or something. So I do understand how a court can be sweet, right? But simultaneously, I'm saying to myself, even though I know Hyattsville is sweet, I still shut the fuck up and I just didn't talk. When they would ask me certain questions and I had the chance to advocate for myself, I kept it to a bare minimum. If a judge would ask me a question like, do you know what time it is? You know what my answer was? Yes. That's right. Yes. See, when the judge asked me, do you know what time it is? I didn't look up at the clock and tell him the time. I kept it to a bare minimum. Do you know what time it is, Mr. Smitty? Yes. And shut up. He actually caught on to it. Let's keep going.
Yes.
Now let me stop. Let me stop. Right.
I'm trying to help you, Mr. Glenn. You making it worse.
Stop, Miss Kaden Robinson, please. Mr. Glenn, let's get this understanding. First of all, I'm not your bro, okay? I'm the judge, Mr. Perkins, but I'm not your bro, okay? Second,
I know you're not.
No, I didn't ask you to speak. Don't talk while I'm talking. Second,
Whose mess is this? You put him on the TV. Go home! Bro, don't.
if you continue to act out like you've been doing, I'm gonna have no choice but to hold you in contempt of court.
Now,
okay?
How do you escalate things from going as, okay, I'm just here for some traffic tickets and I don't even have to be in the court. They're even giving me the luxury to be in my home, workspace, whatever. And you still F that up? You still F that up. How do you, how possibly can you F it up when the courts has made it that much? Bruh, do you not understand how many of us who used to, like, you know, my days when I don't have nothing court, nothing anymore, right? All of those parts of my life is behind me, right? Do you not know, like, when I look at stuff like this, how much I'm like, bro, I wish. Do you not know how many FTAs, and for those who not hit, failure to appear, FTAs, you do not know how many FTAs I would have like totally bypassed if all I had to do was wake up and turn on my computer or phone and be in court? Bro, I remember the days where you had to keep up with that daggone time. That's right. If it say 10:30, you better be in there by 9:45, 10 o'clock, a half an hour early. You damn right. Why? Because because they have a list, a pile of you and other people for that day. It's a docket of the day. And you don't know where you are on that docket. That's the point. See, the reason why they say be there early, because you don't know if you're going to be number 1 called, number 2, number 5, number 7, number 12, or the last case of the day. So it's best that you just be there before the judge is even on a bench. Everybody knows that. So now we have gotten to the point in 2025 where you can actually just sit at home and go to effing court, and you niggas still F that up. I'm trying to tell you, dog. Like, y'all don't really know. Like, y'all just not hit, bro. Like, how difficult dealing with court. I mean, just having to go through the metal detectors, making sure your pocket's empty, all that shit, like everything involved. Like, let's just cut it out, man. So now we got this grown ass man baby in full bloom. Okay. 58 pushing 60. And he don't know how to shut the F up in the presence of a judge. And again, 9 times out of 10, this man is a father, if not grandfather. This is somebody's granddad, possibly, who don't know how to shut up around another grown-ass man and other grown-ass people.
Okay? And I don't want to do that. I'm trying to exercise the utmost restraint with you. Now, third, I called those cases into the record to be as a matter of judicial economy. I don't know when you got those tickets. I don't care when you got those tickets. I try to do that for the benefit of you, so you don't have to keep coming back to court multiple times.
So look at that. And out of all that time he was talking. So for those of you who might not be here, what the judge did was he found other tickets that he has. And so instead of him getting multiple different court dates, he said, I'm going to condense them. I'm just going to go ahead and consolidate all of these into one big case and let you just have one damn court date for all of these dumbass tickets. But he don't know how to shut up for long enough to understand that the judge is actually trying to help him out. Who knows? It could be brother to brother on a low ski. He's trying to help him, but the man don't know how to shut up long enough to just allow the judge to go ahead and get what he got to get done. Let's go ahead and see what we got.
You don't have these warrants sitting out here on you, okay? That's why I called those cases into the record. That's my choice to do that, and I called the cases into the record for the court and for your benefit, so you don't have to keep coming back to court, okay? So,
yeah, I appreciate that.
I'm gonna let you speak. Let me finish. You're gonna come into court in person tomorrow at 8:30. I want you properly dressed. You can say what you want to do what you want to say.
I want to say this part too. I really I want us to not glance over that part. That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. You're almost 60 years old and you still got other grown adults telling you to come in properly dressed, which means that the courts and other people see you as somebody not capable. Shit, boy, I'm trying to tell you, man.
Oh, hell no.
If you don't appear, then a lot of people don't show up. That's what the court has to say. Now, you want to talk? Go ahead and speak.
Okay. So
now look, situational awareness completely out the window. Let me help you out. The judge just basically said in a nutshell, in translation, when he said, you want to talk, go ahead and speak. No, in translation, you want to hang yourself, here's your rope. Now let's see what he does with it.
I'm sorry about calling you bro, okay? But I didn't think that you would get impartial and start, you were supposed to be here early. I'm 58 years old.
Stop telling us that. Don't tell nobody you 58 years old. Don't ever say your age again. Get your head straight before you ever tell anybody how old you are. I'm trying to tell you, bruh, listen, if you ever see this live or hear this message, don't keep telling people you 58 and you act like that, because it throws people off. Because when we hit 58, and then we see how you're conducting yourself, it doesn't match. Nothing's, see, it's like now I'm looking at this whole situation like the square piece trying to go into the star fitting, right? It's not matching. Nothing's adding up. Your age, what you're doing, you can't shut up. You're crying like a baby. You're talking about being picked on. And this is a judge. It's not your high school bully. What are we talking about here?
Okay. So I'm kind of tech challenged, but I called down and I got in. Okay. I was late, but I got in, but it's just the way you was talking to me, that had me like,
bruh, you came in the door calling him buddy. He said, are you driving? You said, hold on, buddy. I'm getting some food. So not only did you wave off the court by telling them, y'all hold on while I stop at the drive-thru with my fat ass, right? Now you sitting here trying to play victim after you was doing all that big wild talking, because at first your energy was on this type.
Because I hate you coward ass niggas. You a punk ass nigga.
So now you want to sit here and act calm now that you finally shut up long enough to recognize it's not that damn serious. You doing all that big wild geeking. You had all these anxiety moments and stuff, and you didn't even know how to conduct yourself. See, that's the problem. And that's why I said, man, baby, summer in full bloom. You outside, we can see the chest portion of your shirt is a lot darker than around the shoulders, which means that's sweaty. So you in court with a sweaty ass sleeveless shirt, driving in the car on camera with the judge, and your whole case is about a suspended license and tickets. And then you had the audacity to come out your monkey ass big wild geeking mouth and start arguing with the judge. And then you said, I'm gonna go file paperwork on the judge. Bruh.
God have mercy upon us.
I mean, seriously though, like seriously. No, I'm shaming his dumb ass. I'm shaming his dumb ass. All right. Look, it ain't got nothing to do with anything other than how his ass is acting. Yeah. You sitting up here with your fat, sweaty ass and you acting like that in front of the judge going on 60 years old. Yes, I'm going to clown you. Yeah, I'm going to dog you. I'm going to drag you straight like that because you're embarrassing. He can get it.
Damn, like, I don't really want to go in front of this guy here, man. Plus I know Todd, so that's another reason why. Okay, so I was just asking if you could just recruit yourself. Then I found out some other stuff that's something, that's going on. Some news is going on right now. I don't want to be a part of that. I just want to go to another courtroom. If we could do it like that, then we good. Then I don't.
All right. So listen, see, this is the problem right here. He keep talking about going to another courtroom in front of another judge, which means that you have no recollection. You have no acknowledgement of how, bruh, it's just how you were acting. It's how you were talking. You came out the gate wrong. You came out the gate, you know what I'm saying? Like, you came out the gate disrespectful. Like, seriously. I've been enjoying it. You already know. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, now I seen your message or whatever. Now I'm just on some when I say I really do value my peace over everything, I value my peace over everything. I don't walk away from YouTube. I just walk closer to where my peace is. Message. Let's get back to it.
I have to go down to the Judicial Commission, file a 3-page report. You know what I'm saying? Just remove me from your courtroom. That's all I'm asking you.
So, Mr. Glenn.
On the grounds of, maybe not because I don't think you're important, but.
Let me finish. Let him go ahead and finish.
Okay. Maybe not because I felt you were being impartial.
Translation, let him get the noose around his neck. Hold on, counsel. He was actually placing the rope around his neck. Let him keep getting it fit. Let him get it fitted. I'm going to do that for you, Sunkiss. I'm going to do that for you, fam. I got you. Hold on. I got you. Like, for real. Like I'm just doing translation. I'm just doing translation. That's for you, Sunkiss. Get up here so I can erase that shit. For real. Like, no bullshit. Get up here so I can get rid of that. Because I'm really on my solo dolo shit up here now. Like, for real. But certain people, I'm always there we go. All right, let's get you on up in here. What's up, girl?
How you doing?
What's up with you? Man, chilling. Let me erase this real quick. Hold on.
Yeah, erase it.
Yeah, get that shit up out of there. All right. So, everything Gucci. What you want to say on the topic?
I just got here. I'm looking at you roast this fat man.
Man, because man, because you know me, Sunkiss, like, well enough to where, like, I be talking about this, like, as far as like man babies and like how we should be conducting ourselves in a certain way. Like, this dude has been out of pocket from Jump Street. Where we at? 1320. We at 1320. I'm gonna just take you back to like the first like 3 minutes, and I'm gonna come right back to 1320. It's easy. I can calculate it. I got us. Look. So this how he come in the door, and now he want crack.
Are you driving, sir?
Now, mind you, his whole court date is about him being in court for a suspended license.
Now he coming to court.
For me?
Right. You see what I'm saying? So I'm like, bruh, you messed up off rip. You came to court. You already know.
Committing the crime that you in court for.
It's another special one right there. All right. Salute to Doc. Y'all make sure, hey man, y'all go over there, subscribe to Dr. Quantum, man. On the low key, she definitely gives out such beautiful, elegant, and very concisive information. And I think y'all should go ahead and check her out, man. Just on some chill shit real quick, you know, get away from the noise, man. Go holler at Shorty, man. She like that. All right, so with that being said, so he in here for driving on suspended, and he come into court like this right here. So this how he come to court.
Are you driving, sir? Are you driving?
For me?
Mr. Glenn, Rondell Glenn?
Yeah, man, I'm sitting out in the sun, buddy. I'm trying to grab me something to eat.
All right, don't drive in court.
I'm not gonna be driving, buddy, when I'm in court, all right? Just call me.
No, listen, I'm not your buddy, okay? First of all, but at the end of the day, if you're driving right now, you're not supposed to be driving, okay?
Okay, but how long am I gonna be sitting here? I haven't spoke to
This nigga said, how long am I going to look off rip? You see? Off rip. Let's go.
No, defense attorney.
I don't know how long you're gonna be sitting there. You're waiting. If you came on time, you would have heard me. I said I'm gonna try to get you out as fast as I can.
Listen, it's all good.
Listen, don't cut.
My bad. You was talking, Sunkiss?
That's crazy. How you talking to the judge like this?
That's what I'm saying. Like, so you see how when I got up, so yeah, you coming in like like, and now mind you, look at all of this gray. See, this is why it's confusing. Okay. This is why it's confusing, because I'm looking at all this gray and I'm saying, you supposed to be old enough to know better. But let's listen.
Let me off. Are you driving your car right now?
I'm gonna park my car, but man, I can't be sitting out in the sun. You know what I'm saying?
Putting you out of the room.
Put me out of the room.
Yes, for driving in court. All right. Come back when you get in a safe location.
Attorney Gaten Robinson, on behalf of Mr. Rondell Glenn. Mr. Glenn, please state your name for the record.
Now, watch how this nigga don't even know how to shut up long enough for his lawyer.
Mr. Rondell Glenn.
And then we going to fast forward back.
Your Honor, I don't know how many tickets that was you just read off. I only have 3 on my docket.
Yeah, Mr. Glenn doesn't have any respect for the court. I see he's exhibited disrespect for the court, and he's.
Wait a minute, hold on, wait a minute. What you talking about? I'm being
You wait a minute.
Oh my God.
I'm going to the Judicial Technical Commission.
You wait a minute.
I don't want.
Now he going to go tell. Now he telling.
You yourself from my case, bro.
Listen,
I'm 58
there
years
he
old.
is. That's the
I don't know what it is about me and you,
And that's why I keep saying, bruh, stop telling us you 58. It's embarrassing you saying that shit.
bro.
That's the disrespect.
Mr. Glenn, can you please be quiet for one? Mr. Glenn, as the attorney who's trying to help you, can you please be quiet for a moment? The first issue that you have is you should not be driving on Zoom. Park the car, please. You cannot drive on Zoom. This is the definition of distracted driving.
He should not be driving at all. He's already indicated to the court that he's driving when he was driving while in court. I asked Mr. Glenn that he's driving. He said he's driving to go in and get something to eat, I believe. So
and the nigga's going to go to the drive-through while in court.
Now,
Mr. Glenn wasn't driving. Somebody was driving for me. I'm with somebody. What do you mean? What do you mean, man? I'm 58 years old, bro. Look.
Mr. Glenn, I'm trying to help you. Can you please just wait?
So, Sunkiss, my main thing, more than the court case itself, just so you know, I'm examining the maturity level of most adults nowadays. Like, and you know, he's not the only one who probably conducts themselves this way. Like seriously, like this is embarrassing. Like how you one of the supposed to be, like you say 58 going on 60, you supposed to be one of the pillars, you're supposed to be one of the, you know, one of the elders of the community.
Is
So
he?
that's okay. What you got to say to that? Go ahead, Sunkiss. I'm gonna give you a floor.
No, maybe he's just supposed to be an old fool. You know, they exist too.
How do you,
also ain't elders.
you know, Sunkiss, I really do want to. How possibly can you be on planet Earth this long and still be a fool? How can you look at like waking up every day and your everyday life is like a side job, you know, your main job that you don't get paid for, right? In a sense, right?
Mm-hmm.
And okay, so now I've been on this job for 42 years and I still don't know how to conduct myself on a job site, aka when you leave your house. I still don't know how to dress for work, aka, you know, how I should look and present myself. I still don't know how to do these things. Are you serious?
I come through with something real foolish. And they like, boy, you a fool.
Hey, man. Rest in peace. Rest in peace to my man.
Some people just like to act a fool.
I understand that, Sunkiss. But you know, my thing is, if you want to act a fool, then you got to go all the way through with that. Like, you can't be trying to act a fool and turn around and then you want to like play victim when you see that you was doing everything wrong. Nah, nigga, stick to your guns.
Nah, that's part of acting a fool.
That's what I'm talking about. Stick to your guns. Like real talk.
No, part of acting a fool is being a victim after you done dug yourself in a hole.
I can understand.
It's a simple fault.
Let's listen to what she say to him. But nah, peep this though, because it's wild. Peep this.
All these tickets from 20 years ago when it's only 3. You know what I'm saying?
Sir, stop, Mr.
Now, real quick, just so y'all, he don't realize the other tickets the judge brought up is what I was saying just a little while ago, where the judge saw he had other tickets in other places and he's trying to help him so he doesn't have to go to court multiple times for several different tickets. He's going to consolidate everything into one case and he's going to oversee it, because everything is in the same jurisdiction. So he can oversee all of those tickets in one big case. Because why? This nigga don't understand that the court dockets, you know, their caseloads are overloaded all the time. They be trying to get people stuck. So instead of bringing you back several times, let's just get them in here one good time and let's wholesale it, let's nutshell it, and let's get everything done and get them up out of here. He can't shut up long enough to realize he's actually being helped. Now let's look at what we got.
Glenn, stop so I can help you. I'm trying my very best to help you. You got a chip on your shoulder, but it's not. Sir, give me a minute. I'm gonna try to take you in a breakout room and talk to you before you make your circumstance worse. Just be quiet until you.
Oh no, he made it worse the very second he came in the courtroom and called the judge buddy.
Get there, please.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank
you, Mr. Glenn. After you finish talking to him, I'm gonna give him a pre-trial date for tomorrow. Mr. Glenn has to come into court in person.
Fine. I'm going to the Judicial Tender Commission because you're very impartial. You're not about to try to embarrass me in court like that, man.
Stop.
Okay.
We only got 3.
Right. You see?
So
now he's
what happened
what? You say what?
What had happened was when he got in the court, he saw a black man. And when he seen that black man, he didn't have no respect for the black man because he didn't have no daddy. So he didn't know how to show respect to that black man in that position of authority. So he think that he equal, so he can argue with this motherfucker because he a fool.
Nah, but you want to know what's no. Listen, why you saying that though? I actually I'm dead ass. I know, right? I made a comment about that earlier because watch what the lawyer says, and I'm going to pause it on that part. Now, I want you to remember what you just said. Listen to what the lawyer says to him about the judge.
Ask you to be quiet so I can help you.
I'm going to file a complaint today.
That's fine. You can do whatever you want, but
you're not about to try to embarrass me like that, be disrespectful to me, and think I'm going to sit up and take that.
Mr. Glenn. Mr. Glenn.
And they come to court properly dressed. Don't come to court in a sleeveless shirt. Come to court properly dressed.
60 goddamn years old, and somebody gotta tell you not to come to court in a sleeveless shirt. Embarrassing.
Your Honor, can I please have a moment to talk to Mr. Glenn? I muted you because you're not making it better. Just be quiet.
It doesn't matter what you say to him. He's gonna take an anger management class too.
Your Honor, I'm gonna move Mr. Glenn to another breakout room.
Very good.
He's the Motorola device.
Yes. Move past the matter.
He's 60 years old on the Motorola.
Tell him to come to court properly dressed, Ms. Gates.
Mr. Glenn, you should have a prompt to come to go to breakout room 5. Go to breakout room 5. Look at your device, Mr. Glenn. You should have a prompt on your screen to go to breakout room 5. Just click OK. All right, Mr. Glenn, I'm gonna send you a different prompt. Just when you see the room number pop, okay, to room 8.
Ms. Gaten Robinson, are you still dealing with Mr. Glenn?
Your Honor, Mr. Glenn was not the easiest to try to talk to or get to reason with.
Would you still stay on the case if that was your client and you were a lawyer?
No, hell no. You want to do this by yourself, so I'm hollering.
You serious? Hold on, you serious? I mean, I'm saying you are getting paid for the case stuff, you know.
I don't give a damn, man. Enough money in the world make me deal with that bullshit.
Has indicated to me, is he still in the breakout room? He told me he was coming down to the court today. He doesn't understand why he has to come tomorrow, so he's coming down to talk to the chief judge today, which I told him that is absolutely his right. He could. He felt like you were picking on him by calling out.
60 damn years old, and he feel like he being picked on. Bruh, listen. I can't imagine myself in my 40s, 30s, even my 20s, still talking about some such and such as picking on me.
His older tickets. I explained to him that is your process and the process of many judges down there, that when people have outstanding matters, if they are on your docket, you will pull all of their matters in an attempt to be efficient. And you've done that with multiple clients. That's you.
Get Mr. Galarza out of here. Let's go back on the.
I got his attention. He's aware that we're trying to pull him back into the breakout room.
I'm trying.
Talking one time at a time.
Well, good luck. Good luck. You can get the video.
Sure.
All right. Let's go back on the record with Mr. Glenn. Mr. Glenn, let me say something to you, sir. Start your video, please.
I got it going. Get it straight now. Get it straight, bro.
This nigga comes
What is wrong with him?
right back in talking about some get it straight, bro.
I simply want to come in and plead not guilty. But
Mr. Glenn, I asked you to stop talking to the judge like he's your friend or somebody on the street. You would not talk to another judge in a different jurisdiction like that.
Right there, son kiss. You remember what you said because he had no respect for him as a black judge.
Yep.
I said it earlier. I was like,
Black man.
Yeah, what does that mean? Is she saying if you wouldn't be talking to them white judges outside of here like that? You see what I'm saying?
He wouldn't. He started that as soon as he looked in that court and seen that man was black, he automatically had that attitude.
Absolutely wild. Let's go ahead and push play. Now that we've seen that, I'm going right back to our spot where we was at. We was at 13.
13 and 13, 26, I think.
I got you. Yeah. Boom, right here.
This is it. We're not gonna keep going back and forth. I'm gonna let you go about your day, but come down tomorrow morning in person, and you can go to the Judicial Commission. That is your full right. You can go to the Chief Judge, but I'm not gonna sit here and have him yelling at my staff or anything, okay?
Your Honor,
listen, I'm not a
Mr. Glenn, please give me one moment. Please, I've been begging you since the beginning of our interaction. I'm trying to help you. Just be quiet.
Right. I should have brought my boy Blake in here. I wouldn't have all this.
Okay, so one moment, Your Honor. I explained to Mr. Glenn that
listen to this shit. I should have bought my. This man wild, bruh. Shout out to AC, man. Make sure y'all go over there, subscribe to ACOG Club Podcast. Definitely, man. Show my boy some love. Definitely, if you want your spiritual healing, religious awakenings on everything, my man definitely stays in tune, stays in touch. Great family, man. Support.
And he does have to be at court tomorrow morning at 8:30. I did also indicate to him that it's his absolute right to retain an attorney. If he is not able to retain an attorney, then he can ask for an appointed attorney tomorrow. Because he is here for misdemeanor matters, he is entitled to counsel. If he wants to pay his own counsel or ask for counsel tomorrow, that is his right. But I'm making it clear that Mr. Glenn is aware of his right to have counsel tomorrow at court.
All right.
If Mr. Glenn come to court, he's coming with all the news coverage. Okay, so we just want to make sure
No
everything is
problem.
good.
We'll see you in the morning at 8:30. Make sure you look
another
good for the
attorney.
news.
I want
Put
another
your good
judge,
suit on.
and I make them with another
One at
attorney.
a time.
Okay.
One at a time. Court
Put your good
reporters.
suit on. We don't care about you coming with the media. Look good for
I
the
know
media.
you don't
Put your
care. That's
suit
why I
on.
don't want you.
And bring.
You know what? As a matter of fact,
I'm
you
not-
are ineffective counsel too. So I'm
Okay.
good.
Sunkiss, what is happening right now? What exactly is going on? What
You
is happening?
got it's an old fool in a courtroom acting a fool. That's what's going on.
It's just wow.
I'm gonna reschedule that.
Have a wonderful day, sir.
Let's handle it like this.
Stop it,
Let's
Miss.
handle it
Have a
like
Don't
this.
say
wonderful
any
day.
more, Miss. Don't say any more, Miss Robinson, please. Mr. Glenn, that's it, okay? I'll let you make your record. Come on down tomorrow morning, all right? Yeah, you're muted. You're muted now. Unmute him, please. Unmute yourself. Unmute yourself. All right.
Let me
Mr. Glenn,
let me do what I gotta do. Okay. Yeah. All right. Bye bye.
peace and luck to you, sir.
Yep. Take care.
Hey, look. So Sunkiss, just Sunkiss. So yeah, again, this is man baby season in full blown. So I got this last one. It's another Zoom. This dude's even wilder. I don't understand these people, but my whole thing is at what point did we sink and fall so low? How do we get here, Sunkiss?
How do we do what?
How did we sink and fall so low? Like, how did we get here? Like, how do we get to this point? Like,
I told
not,
you. He ain't got no daddy, so he ain't got no respect for authority.
So you telling, hold on, as old as he is, he said he's 60. So hold on, Sunkiss, now, because from back in the day, you know, it was said that basically we had way more fathers around. So, you know, that I'm not really catching that part right there.
You still got an element that didn't have no fathers around.
You got a point. Okay. You got a point there. But that's just, you know, that's still like not the point where I'm at. I'm at the point where I'm like, if we know that majority of the elders that we used to come up around, at least were a little more level-headed. When I see issues like that, that right there absolutely throws me off. It does. It just throws me off, Sunkiss. I'm not used to seeing people of his age when I was growing up. Like, I'm used to them being the ones telling me to calm down. I could see my daughter at 16 telling him, sir, could you chill? I could see my daughter saying that, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know. I just don't get how we even operate like that at this point, to be quite honest with you.
I've seen old fools my whole life. That's why I know how old people ain't elders.
Well, I definitely know one old fool. I actually want to ask you your opinion about this while I look up this information. I'm not pulling up nothing on him, but I just want to ask you. So I'm pretty sure you know about the whole you know, Umar thing. So I'm just curious, as knowing, I mean, because I know how much you've always been such a great supporter of him and, you know, a great advocate for Dr. Umar. I was just
too bad. I don't know what it is. Party pack sniffing head.
I'm just saying. I mean, like, Do you really see it as a mishandling of funds, or do you see it as something that really genuinely is um just like a scam? I don't really see it as a scam. I really see
Damn.
him. Nah,
The
I see him
Rosen
as
Hill is
somebody who just
paved.
not. I think he. No, I
Go
think he
ahead.
really does want to build that school. No,
No,
yeah,
no,
yes,
no,
yes.
no.
I'm serious.
The Rosen Hill is
Hear me
paved
out.
with good intentions. And when he started
Hear
it,
me.
he wanted to build the school. But as he went on, he allowed himself to be corrupted. And the demons that are now possessing him is not going to let him build no goddamn school. So at this point, he's homeless. He's living in squalor and filth. And he needs money. So when you can't take care of your immediate needs, that's going to have to be taken care of before you can do anything else. And so the school is a means to gather money to take care of his immediate needs. But he'll never have enough to take care of all the things that he needs to take care of and build that school. So it's a scam at this point.
I honestly believe that it's just a mishandling of funds from somebody who does not know. First of all,
What happened, yo, Sam? I can't hear you. Or is it me? Chat. Anybody there? Is it me? Let me type. Oh, Lord, made it feel out. So, while we wait on our wonderful host to return, he is making I don't want to call it an excuse, but a plausible deniability for Umar Johnson and what's going on with him. I would love for him to hurry a return so I can listen to his enlightened point of view upon this situation, because at this point I think Umar Johnson is on drugs and is hustling people for money. I don't think that is his conscious goal. I do think it is his subconscious goal. It's my personal opinion. But Mr. Seven here seems to think that it is a situation of simple mismanagement of funds. And I mean, at 14, 15 years, I just can't blame mismanagement of funds. I would think at 14 to 15 years, one would have been figured out. Now, maybe I should get a money manager or, some help. I don't know. Maybe that's too much wishful thinking. What I do hope is that his internet didn't go out. And if he did, I hope he used his mobile data to get back on his live stream. Okay. So, what do y'all think, chats? I don't want to just leave dead space in the air. And what is the latest going on with Mr. Johnson? Last thing I heard, he done got caught up sleeping with some woman that he be talking about the times that he meet up with them. Like, I don't know what that's supposed to mean exactly. Is he trying to insinuate If these women are prostitutes, which would mean that he would be a John. Know what I mean? Like, what is it? Because when he had got caught with the country stripper, he was like, I met her on 5 different midnights or some shit. And then with this woman, he was like, we met up 3 to 5 times between the hours of after midnight and 4 a.m. or some craziness. Like what, sir, what are you trying to imply with these statements? What are you saying? Are you saying that you're engaging in illegal activity of soliciting sex from these women? Is that what you're saying? Are you saying you're a John? Are you saying that you pay for sexual favors? What is going on, sir? I would like to know. And if that's what you're trying to imply, I would like to know, how does such implication qualify you as marriage material, especially polygamous marriage material? Now, that's a whole nother bottle of worms, can of worms, issues, problems, and concerns. Okay, that polygyny stuff, that's a whole nother conversation. So, I just be wondering. I won't. Here we go, Smitty. Here we go, Smitty. Come on back here. Come on back. Mm. Mm. Cause I don't know what else to say. You know what's interesting? I would say, I don't know if the irony is the best way. Oh, okay. I see some messages. Yeah, okay, he rebooted his Wi-Fi. Okay, cool. So, you know what I find interesting about Umar is he's a whole psychologist. And I'm wondering, it's one of two things, because this is social media, right? So I'm wondering if he and his daughter are working together to run up views on social media for the bag, or if he's really a neglectful father, because clearly the daughter has some mental issues, and you're a whole psychologist. Now, I mean, I know you can't practice on her because there's a conflict of interest, but I mean, you can't give her no guidance. You can't get no colleagues to reach out to her. You know, that's kind of crazy. You know, in my personal opinion, but you know, that's just me. So, yeah, I ain't got too much love for Umar these days, because it just, something ain't right in the buttermilk. And you know, the buttermilk is sour. So to say something ain't right in some sour milk, I mean, it really ain't right. Okay? Okay? Y'all understand what I'm talking about? I know what I'm talking about. I got to find that video. Y'all got a video. Umar is live talking to what appears to be a drug dealer on the opposite side of the street, rubbing his nose. Like, yeah, let me get that type shit. Like, did you forget you was on live, bruh? Do you know we can see you? Craziness. He said, son kids, you never kept up with Umar. I had kept up with Umar because, like, when I had first got on YouTube, okay, Smitty. When I had first got on YouTube, I came in through the black consciousness side. And so Umar was refreshing when he first came on the scene. Before he had got he was working on his master's and doctorate at the same time. He was refreshing. He gave good information. It was all about psychology in schools. And then, boy, once them suckers put that sucker on that lecture circuit, and he got to see in that lecture money, baby, a whole new woman was born. And now we got Big Papa King Kong consciousness. So we got a gorilla that's a playboy. Imagine a gorilla playboy. Also, I don't know if y'all know this, but Umar believes that she said, I just know what people say about him, the good and the bad stuff. I think
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right, nah, man. I don't know. Like, we got a little storm and stuff. I don't know. My Wi-Fi went out and my whole everything shut down. I apologize dearly. My bad.
Oh. Things happen. It's okay.
Yeah. All right, I'm right here. Yeah, I haven't.
So you was telling me how Umar is righteous. So I'm listening. Oh Lord. I thought you was telling me how Umar is righteous.
No. No, are you serious? Sunkers, don't do this. Don't do that. Nah. I didn't say the man was righteous. I say I do believe, honestly, he has been wanting to get, the whole, his up and running. But I believe that, like most of us, this is a prime example. All right, look, put it like this. Umar is a very much so prime example of somebody who has had an opportunity to come across money and rub elbows and everything, and didn't know how to utilize it, because most of us come up circumstances where when we finally do get the bag, we blow the bag. That's my main point. I just believe that he really did have the vision, but he wound up blowing the bag because he didn't know how to utilize it, and fame and everything got to his head. I don't think he had the right people around him to really help him like navigate how he should like manage the funds and everything. And that's a real thing.
I think Umar got too much ego. And I think when you don't shake your ego, you do dumb things. I no longer believe that he subconsciously is trying to build that school. I think subconsciously he's trying to survive.
Okay. I can't take nothing away from that. I'm going to give you that. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I just honestly, like the first dude we saw, my point is I'm seeing somebody who just has no situational awareness. I'm seeing somebody who had a good vision, a wonderful idea, and did not know how to execute it.
That man had too much ego and didn't want to listen to nobody. There is no way if he was thinking with good sense that he would try to take on such an endeavor by himself. That is insane. You're not building a regular school. You're building a boarding school. What made you think you could do that by yourself?
No, I'm going to tell you exactly what made him think that. Actually, that is a real thing with our peoples now. Our peoples really do believe that you're just supposed to be able to be this person who can like just do everything on your own, and you're supposed to at the end of it all say I did it all by myself. And the perfect example that I give is even down to like kings and presidencies and everything else. The number one thing that I look at is any great leader that we've ever looked at had an army, had a team, had a council, had knights, shooters, whatever you want to say to it. Anybody who's ever led anything, there was a team that person had to help them lead. You see what I'm saying? You say what? No one gets it. And what you mean by that? You can explain further. Go ahead, Sunkiss, what you got?
This over to the other side, okay?
Okay.
So put my machine.
Hold on.
Yeah, you got something playing.
Anybody that ever built anything, no, they ain't do it by themselves. I don't care how large or small your help was.
Right.
So the fact that he thought he could do this I've been watching it from the beginning. The man is foolish, okay? And so what we are looking at is the outcome of a fool.
Okay, they always have assistance from others. Okay. I mean, I get that. Yeah, they do. They always have assistance from others. See, again, this goes back to my point. So when you were saying they have assistance from others, T, well, that's when I say, yeah, he was on a Breakfast Club. He's been on Fox. He's been on he's been on actual real deal large platforms. How are you to the point where you're in a car sweating with a bandana on and you begging people for change? That's what I'm saying. That's really the whole point of where I'm at. You see what I'm saying? You say he what? Dr. Umar Sisby. I don't shit. Listen, I'm gonna leave that alone. I don't know. I'm gonna leave that alone. But that's my whole point though. Like, you can't be on a platform, you can't be on a level that large. You see what I'm saying? And you don't know how to move forward, but you're supposed to be a pillar of the community. And that's my point. It's a lot of people that really looked at this man as a pillar of the community. You see what I'm saying, Sunkiss? So listen, when that happens, what you think gonna happen when the next Dr. Umar come out, Sunkiss? Just curious.
He gonna find a flock of people to support him.
We can't. You know what I'm saying?
We see.
Nah, seriously. I mean, I don't listen. Nah, seriously.
We see. It's okay.
Sunkiss. All right, listen to me, right? I don't see how possibly that's going to work out. Okay, I don't see how that's going to work out. I just
what you mean?
Because when you have somebody like that absolutely has torn down the entire image of that, and somebody who was so prominent, that really makes it hard for any and everybody else who ever would possibly have a vision from our community in particular. Do you not know how many doors that man just closed? Like I'm dead.
Do you not know how many people?
Sunkiss. So serious. Do you not know how many doors that man just closed for other people who genuinely, truly may need help to get things done? Do you not know how many other people in real time, real life, really do have schools and everything that they are thriving in, and we don't know nothing about them? Like, seriously, he's closed a lot of doors doing this dumb shit, is my point. That's my biggest problem, is when you mess up for others. Shit. Go ahead. All right. You tell me how not.
Because with everything.
Hold on. Sunkiss. I gotta correct something. Who is this? God damn it. That's her. Hold on. Hey baby. Hey, I'm on a live real quick. I see your glasses. You looking nice. I'm gonna call you back. What's up, fam? What's going on, big bruh? Okay, now. I see y'all out there having fun. Have fun, baby. I'm gonna call you back. Look at you. You silly as shit. I'm sorry about that. No, listen. Dr. Quantum, Mr. 7 is a fall baby. I'm a Scorpion. Yeah, I was celebrating somebody who just called my phone while I was on live. They're the Leo. I'm not a Leo. I'm a Scorpion. All right, go ahead, Sunkiss. Now you tell me, how was he not messing up this for other people? How did he not close doors for other people behind him?
Because people will always find people to support him. Just like he still has some staunch supporters now. It's the people, despite everything that has gone on, they still like, no, he doing that. Y'all hate him. Yeah, it might put a negative taste in some people's mouth. But those who it's meant for, they know it's not closed.
Mm-hmm. No. All right. So hold on. Look, watch this. Okay. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do it just for fun. Plus, hey, I like to promote myself as well as other people. So this is what we're gonna do, Sunkiss, because I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm really not feeling where you coming from with all this. Nah, real shit though. I'm not feeling where you coming from with all this. So we gonna take ourselves just a quick second. Now, what we going is, okay, so you tell me, how is this not closing doors for other people right here? Okay. What do you want to say? What do you want to say, young lady?
I've been on YouTube so long. I seen Tommy tell people he was gonna make a movie called Fatherless America, and he gave y'all a YouTube video, and people support that. I seen Tariq Nasheed tell people he was gonna put together a Black History Museum, and he bought the club out, and people support that. I saw all these different fundraisers for all these different things that turned out to be nonsense, and these people still got support. So that tells me that people will always support.
Well, see, Sunkiss. I mean, all right. Look, Sunkiss, beloved. Look. You got to remember, sis. When it comes to a project like building a school, things of that nature, those are things that can take quite some time to get out there. That is something that can take possibly, a couple years, so on and so forth, especially depending on what the location is, the adversities around it, contracts and everything else. It's a lot that goes into it. So I do believe that people were giving him at least the grace of time to get things out there, considering, again, he's been on huge platforms. Once you see that he's actually on spots like Breakfast Club, he's on the actual news, CNN, Fox, MSNBC. He's been on all of them places. He's been on all the biggest platforms. Everybody's had Dr. Umar. You see what I'm saying? And just to find out that this nigga is a absolute assassin, professional panhandler in cyber life is out of this world crazy to me. It's crazy. That's my whole point. But you say he didn't close doors. I say he did. Let's watch.
Let me read some Breakfast Club comments. Why isn't anyone fact checking what the doctor says? That's a hater.
If your man is a King Kong consciousness hater, slide into my DMs. If your king is an Ifa Tunde hater, slide into my DMs. Peace and Pan-Africanism, peace and Pan-Africanism. This is your big brother, Dr. Umar Ifa Tunde Oguntade, Intercontinental Ifa Tunde RB Jesus.
What's your name?
My name is Kwaza Waza Kwakwala Kwaza. Zabulaza.
School's out. Time to go. It's not getting up, is it? That's a lot of money.
Meanwhile,
according to Umar Johnson, he took his first FMG Academy donation on April 14, 2014.
I want to say thank you to all my donors. Where are my donors at? How many of y'all been donating since the first fundraiser, April the 14th, St. Louis 24?
many months later.
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a new one.
Tomorrow for sure. Eventually.
Now, with that being said, brothers and sisters, Dr. Umar has access to no money right now. Hit your Cash App. I'm not cutting my hair, my brother. Stop worrying about my hair. That is a very non-alpha male behavior right there. Why are you worrying about another man's hair? Because my personal account contains all of my money. I only send it to Apple Pay and PayPal as necessary. So the Prince of Pan-Africanism, for the first time in my life, is without any digital currency.
So you can't make an appointment to go sit down with your bank with your bank consultant. You can't make an appointment and go sit down.
No.
If you say that, no, I've done it. I did it about a month or so ago.
He was in South Africa.
Oh shit. Come on now, son. All right, bye, Sunkiss.
(215-989-9858). I've never asked the people for $1.
All right, you're giving out your cell phone number online. I don't know how anybody who can be in such a high status as him is giving out his cell phone number. Sunkiss, and you telling me this man did not close any doors behind him. You telling me that people are still going to receive people who will come in the same mode as him the same way. You telling me that he did not destroy so many opportunities for people that come after?
I have never asked people for $1 in my life.
You said what? You say what?
I don't believe he did. I think he taught people to be smarter about who they giving their money to.
Sunkiss, that should have happened back when grandma and them was watching them damn televangelists on TV. Like, let's just stop it. Ignat, I see your comment and I will not put it up on the screen, but I see you. Thank you for stopping by.
No, the lie detector determined that was a lie.
I have never asked the people for $1 in my life.
You a lying bash.
Hit your cash.
So where's the money at?
Cora, don't make me pimp you out. Go pay for the damn gas.
I'm always paying for money.
And you always gonna get pimped out if you don't get the hell up in there.
That's when Medea went public. Everybody knows who Medea is.
I think I should push it. What do you think? Nah, I ain't gonna push it.
July 25th, that's when Medea went public. July the 10th, that's when I left for South Africa. I believe Medea and Pastor Bussy were fraudulently trying to get into my account.
Now, I need to ask you a question.
Yeah.
I really want to know this. So, have you ever known on maybe a job site or something, a workplace or anything, an establishment where they say we no longer allow this because this has happened before?
Yes.
All right. So you don't you don't see this being on a mega scale, considering it's the internet of what it is that you just agreed to, Sunkiss?
No.
Or you just purposely being difficult? I don't mind that. You can just be difficult if you want to, girl. I don't care. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not being difficult. I think people that have the money to invest should be smart about what they're investing in. Just because somebody has a good idea, if they don't have the means or methods or will listen to anybody that can help them execute those ideas, then that's probably not going to be a smart investment. Umar has proven over this 15-year span that it's not a good investment to invest with him. And so you can say it closed doors, maybe for those who are just ignorant about certain things as far as what they're trying to do, but I see it as an opportunity for those people to actually gain more knowledge about what it is that they're trying to do before they start taking people's money.
Okay. Okay. All right. Sunkiss, I'm gonna give you that, but I'm really gonna ask for you not to make excuses in that sense, please, because you know that like it's really something that we can see that takes place often. It's two main core key factors that absolutely cripple us. And I know you know this. The one thing is lack of resources in education, and the second thing is mental health issues. Now, because of the extensive time period of lack of resources in education and everything else that we didn't have at first, we do have now, we've had for such a long time. It's sad how we still move in such a primitive way for the most part when it comes to the right way to do it. I don't know why we're so advanced at the wrong way to use technology. I have no clue. You know, I've honestly been asking that question for the longest time. Why is that? You see? But
Because it's not fun. We like to be entertained.
it's not lit enough. I got you. Okay. All right. So if that's the case, then do you really believe that we truly want anything of significance for ourselves? If that's the case, because how possibly could we? If you say, right, let's just say what you say has a lot of truth to it, then if that's the case, then I believe that possibly we just don't know what we want. And if we don't know what we want, then how possibly do we move forward and not look like we still operating back in the 1990s in 2025?
I mean, that's gonna be on the maturity of the person and what they're trying to do. And you got at some point you got to accept that the stuff that's necessary for you to thrive and grow is not always gonna be entertaining and fun. You gotta mature to that point or accept it.
You know something though, I personally, I'm gonna tell you right now, I've always seen like, all right, I know me growing up, I remember like just absolutely taking a awe and a jaw drop to like what it was the elders were able to produce, as far as like just like, even I'm talking about even like the hood elders, like they was sharp. Like they may get caught up on something here and there, you might hear about something or whatever here and there, but for the most part, most of the people that I knew growing up, like once they reached a certain age, a certain point in their life, like they real deal was like laid back with it, and they had their shit together. So you know what I notice nowadays, I come across way more people that's our age and a few years younger, maybe a few years older, who to this very day do not know how to pay bills, don't know anything about filing taxes, just how far behind I'm talking about. Like, I mean, we could say we grown and all we want, but what I'm speaking about specifically is how far behind a lot of us are. I'm talking about when you like F all this like internet stuff, bro. Like, I'm gonna tell you right now, one thing I do know is that the only people that's really gonna get what I'm saying in its like full capacity, right, are the people who actually have an equal balance of social media and real life. If you're too much either or, you won't get it. But I recognize how, like, from everything I see on the internet to when I actually step out in the real world, there is a lot that does have a contrast to it, but it's a whole lot that I'm like, nah, man, like this shit different. And what I notice is that you got a lot of people that unfortunately, some kids have allowed themselves to be dragged into, I guess, what a narrative is. And then you step outside of all of this and you recognize, man, it ain't no narrative. It's just day by day. You know what I'm saying? Life for life. Like, as far as your life, how you conduct yourself, what you do. And, that's something that, like, slowly I like kind of got out of touch with just for a second. And that's why I'm saying,
Yeah, I could dig it.
like, you see what I'm saying? Like that's why I be like, I take my moments. Like, I gotta get away from all this shit. You don't know why? Because it was disrupting my balance. Like, real talk. Like, it's so much shit, like, within, like, just like a good 2 weeks or so of not doing none of this shit, not looking at none of y'all shit, nothing personal to anybody, but like just being away from the whole thing, that just like really brings you back into focus. And then you get to just like talking to people you talk to all the time who don't have nothing to do with this shit, and they totally separated from this, and their whole mental headspace is nothing of anything that we be talking about. You might get a glimpse or a little sparkle of something here and there, but it ain't really nothing to get no fire going. And so that's where my balance then comes back into focus. That's when I'm like, all right, bet I done reset myself, right? Because I be peeping that shit. And so with Dr. Umar, let's just take it back to him, right? Is he so far gone to the point where he's not able to say to himself, like, do you think that he can just go get a job? You know what I'm saying?
No, he ain't going to go get no job.
No, I'm not saying will he. I'm saying, like, why couldn't he? Just go, just like, dog, you can do like whatever, bro. Like, listen, I don't care. Who cares if he pops up at your door and he's your Amazon driver? So what? People done spotted his ass in the goddamn airport. Listen, my whole thing is this: which is more embarrassing? Okay. See, this is what I'm talking about, situational awareness. Which would you say is more embarrassing? Being somebody who was on top as a public figure, if this was you, Sunkiss, if you were somebody on top as a public figure, then all of a sudden, right, shit fell off. Would you find it more embarrassing to actually be seen working as a manager in Walmart now after the big spotlight? Or would it be more embarrassing to be sitting in a car sweating, talking about some send a cash app? Which one? Like, real shit though. Like, really think about that. You was on top, which is more embarrassing, getting online and asking your supporters to give you money, or having your supporters one day find out that you working at the local grocery store, or I mean, whatever. I mean, let's just say it's actually a pretty damn good job. I ain't even gonna go that low. I'm not even gonna
I'm not gonna get up here and beg nobody for no money. That crazy.
All right, then. So you already see where most of our heads is at. That's how most of us is looking at it. Like, bruh, I mean, I be damned if I'm going to be seen that way. But you know who I feel for the most? I'm going to be honest with you, Sunkiss, and this whole thing that nobody's talking about. Grandma Smurf, Queen Ifatunde. I actually feel for his mother the most. Because I'm talking about like let's just be for real. All right, so let me ask you this: you as a mother, all right, Lord forbid, but one day you happen to be laying in your bed and you see your son online doing that. Not only your son, your granddaughter is also out here tripping, Big Shaq shoes. Like, I don't think nobody has talked about that part. No one. Bruh, like, You know the main reason why a lot of us don't want to do a lot of embarrassing stuff because we know who it is that we represent in our lives. We know we got like aunts, cousins, grandmas, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's like nobody has spoken about that part. How embarrassed do you think the mother could feel? Her son and granddaughter is out here straight tripping with no type of situational awareness or no regard for who it is that they represent. Period. And that's something that I find to be very, very like I really take things like that serious, like deep rooted. Like you're supposed to represent, like it's not just about you. So that's why when people be like, well, it's my life, the first thing I say is, well, who is in your life and how much do you respect them? Seriously. And if you can tell me that the people in your life, they like, nah, they good with it, then I can tell you right now, they really don't care about you. I promise you that. I promise you that. But nah, it's real, Sunkiss. Like, man, baby season is in full bloom. So would you say, asking you, that majority of men nowadays actually do conduct themselves according to their age?
Yeah, I guess.
Nah, don't give me no I guess. You out here.
Well, I don't know the majority of men, so I don't know.
Listen. I'm talking about even just from what let's take it from a cyber world perspective. All right, let's just take it there. I know because you're a married woman. I get you. I'm just saying as far as like what we see out here, like the things that we're able to actually witness and how people produce themselves. Like, would you say that is something that is
I think it's 50-50. I think it's half and half.
You know what? I actually will take that. I can yeah, I can swallow that pill. What we got right here? I don't. I'm playing actually. I caught on to that. Nah, but real talk though, like, so I mean, it's it's something that I see that's really awkward. But you know what else is awkward though, Sunkiss? You know what I'm thinking about doing?
What?
I'm thinking about doing an operative mode. That's right. All right. So what I'm thinking about doing is I'm going to find somebody. I'm going to find a woman in my life, right? Like I'm talking about like somebody in my circle. I'm going to have them set up a application on that T app. And then I'm going to have it. So once I got it set up, okay, boom. And I actually want to see how vicious this whole thing really is because, I really been looking into that. And I didn't recognize how much that was so-called destroying people's lives. So I'm somebody who's going to I'm going to set this up. I'm dead ass. I'm going to actually set up a T app. I'm gonna get a woman to get her face in there. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go undercover and I'm just going to start taking documentation of how this app works. I don't give a damn about looking for anybody in particular, none of that type of stuff. I just want to see how this thing works. So that's what I'm getting ready to do. So my whole thing is how it's absolutely like messing up people, stuff like that. So I'm gonna pull this video up. We can go ahead and look at this real quick. This will be my last video. I'm pulling up Sunkiss. I'm getting up out of here.
Okay.
What you paying for? I hear you at a self-checkout. Oh, shame. All right. So here we go. let's go ahead and pull this up. I wanted to pull this up, right? Because I actually wanted to cover this video, or at least review it. So all right, there we go. Boom. All right, so let's do this. Let's do this. I want to know what's your thoughts on this. All right, Sunkiss, you ready?
Yep, ready.
All right, let's get it. So let's get to this last video. I appreciate y'all hanging out with your boy for a little bit. I don't want to leave folks hanging too long. Let's do it.
Expose men, but it's exposing y'all women. It's showing just how dirty and nasty the men that y'all have been dealing with are. Y'all get online with these high standards that you don't have in real life, which is what I always say.
The year was 2005, and the World Wide Web was just developing. And a new website came out called Don'tDateHimGirl.com. You guys back in the early 2000s, you remember this. And the way I found out about this site was that a popular pastor in Sacramento was exposed on the site for basically clapping his member cheeks. All the text messages, all of everything, pictures, not videos though, were put on the site. And the site was built for women to come on and do exactly just that. They can anonymously submit relationship stories about cheating partners and basically expose men. And this was founded by a lady by the name.
Oh, let me ask you this question, Sunkiss. Why do you think personally that there's only a woman's version that started out and it's not something that was made to be co-ed, considering everything else is considered to be co-ed? Like, what's your thoughts on that?
No, that's not typical male behavior.
Okay. All right. We will take that. Definitely. I do agree, actually. I actually do agree. All right. So let's keep on listening. Just curious.
Name of Tasha Joseph. And for a while, this site was one of the hottest in America. But the problem with the site was not just women. It was the accuracy about the reviews. Now, in this instance, if you post it onto the site and you expose the man, a man could actually join the site and defend himself, but that wasn't good enough. In 2006, attorneys started filing lawsuits against the website owner for spreading false allegations against their clients. September 2006, the Miami News-Times elaborated on a fabricated profile created to demonstrate that the website was dangerous. By 2007, ABC News referred to Don'tDateHimGirl.com as a revenge site. And on the same day, the O'Reilly Factor referred to Don't Date Him Girl as a hate site.
So, the main thing is people really look at this as something that could be dangerous for men's actual safety. Do you see that way, Sunkiss?
Okay.
She said, okay. I'll take that as your answer. Sometimes it's just short and sweet, y'all. Sometimes
you asked me a question?
Yeah, I asked you a question. I said,
what was the question?
Oh, the question is, do you believe that this site is something that can be dangerous for men? Like their actual physical safety, like their actual livelihood safety?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah, somebody can just say anything about you. Okay, I was just curious. I don't know how people look at it, so let's go ahead and get back to it. I'm just thankful I'm not out here doing this shit. So, you know what I mean? Let's get it.
Damn. By 2010, all of the profiles of men were removed. And by 2016, the site was no longer accessible. But as my granddaddy used to say,
the players change, but the game remains the same.
He's right, you know.
The year is 2025, and that's 20 years ago from when Don't Date 'Em Girl launched. And now we have something a little bit new. It's called T. Remember, the players change, but the games remain the same. And T is an app that pretty much does the same thing as Don'tDateHimGirl.com with one difference. Well, number one, it's on.
You guys have an actual site that's called Don't Date 'Em Girl. What? Like, I'm lost right now. Hold on, wait a minute, Sunkiss. Could you please elaborate on this for me? You all have an actual website that is called Don't Date 'Em Girl? What the
I don't know nothing about it.
Why would they even? I know you don't. I'm just, why would y'all even want something? I'm lost right now. I am lost right now. What is going on?
What do you mean? So they can be like, so they can know not to date him. Shit.
I mean, so basically, like the offenders list isn't enough. Got you. I got you. All right, but I don't know because I don't date men, so I don't know what y'all got going on. I'm just learning this stuff, but I'm realizing how weird it is.
But number two, well, check this out.
Let's talk about the T app and whether it's legal. If you don't know the T app, it's like an app version of the Are We Dating the Same Guy Facebook group. Basically, it's a platform for women to anonymously gossip, post pictures, ask information about men. Although men are the subject and they are what's being talked about, it doesn't let men join. It also has screenshot blocking, which aims to make it so that men can't know that they're being talked about. And you can even set up alerts for guys' names, and it gives you a notification when that person is being talked about. There are some legal and ethical concerns with this app.
Now, as you can see, the stark difference is, at least with Don'tDateEmGirl.com, you could come on and defend yourself as a man, but it's only for men. And so you can't even screenshot and say, hey, somebody is talking about you on this app. I mean, somebody could come on and say that you have, all kind of doo-doo in your drawers, or your breasts smell like booty and cheese. I mean, somebody could say that you got kicked out of Clapathon Tech for self-clapalization. Somebody could say anything about you and you just can't defend yourself, whether the allegations are true or not, or maybe something is true and you don't want anybody else to know. And the reality is you don't know which person is doing it. But wait, there's more.
Defamation being the biggest one. If things are said about a certain person that are not true, because things are anonymously posted and the app provides a platform for things like that to be posted, the app could be held liable. Another thing they could be sued for is discrimination and gender exclusivity. The app is designed and made exclusively for women, and the app requires you to verify that you are a woman before you can even use the app. All it takes is for one guy to come around and say, hey, I want to use the app, and this app is discriminating against me because I'm a man.
Now, the curator is making a very interesting point. This is the issue that Don't Date 'Em Girl faced in a way, because, well, while there was people spreading false narratives on Don'tDateEmGirl.com, the difference is now men can come on and say, I want to join the app, and then I can't join the app. It's a different issue that Don'tDateEmGirl.com had to face. In this instance, if you're a man and you want to be on the app, you're excluded. You can't join. But do we have any evidence of something like this happening in men winning a lawsuit in their favor? Rewind! The year is 2020. And there is a nightclub called Omnia Nightclub. It was located in San Diego's Gas Lamp Quarter. And of course, they had something called Ladies Night. This is something that's always happened amongst America. They try to get the ladies to come in. But what Ladies Night will do is they'll let the ladies in for free, and then the men will have to pay. Well, then a group of men got smart. They actually sued this particular club, and they said, listen, in order for us to get in, we were made to pay full price on entry, while women were let in for free or at discounted rates at the Ladies Night event. They also complained that they were frisked by security before entering the club, but women were not. And the claims in this class action date back to 2015. And of course, this club closed because of this big ass lawsuit. Now, I don't know if they actually got the money, but the judge approved a $7 million settlement for these men suing a bar over a simple ladies' night admission fee. So could this app be in trouble for that? Hell yeah. But wait, There's more.
She's like, you could post a picture of your man or the old man you used to talk to or a man that you want to talk to, and people will rate them a red flag or a green flag, and there's comments, and everything is anonymous. You could write hella comments and say whatever. You could say, was weak, they stink, they have kids, they're a deadbeat, they beat on women. You can say whatever you want about them, and they can't do anything because they don't have access to the app, because you got to take a picture of yourself to prove that you're a woman. So why I get into the app today, y'all, and I'm not thinking that it's like real, you know, like I'm thinking like, oh yeah, they're gonna expose people, but I don't think I'm gonna be knowing any of the people that's on there, right? So I get in, I'm scrolling, I don't see nobody I know, right? I don't see nobody, and I scroll a little bit more.
You know what I wonder, Sunkiss? You know what I wonder? Are you there? Is she there? Is she there? Okay. What I actually wonder, ladies and gentlemen, is this. I'm actually curious. So when they say you have to scan your face, all right. I wonder how that works. You good? You there? What?
Yeah, what was your question?
You should call it Angry Birds 2.0. Anyway, what you say, Sunkiss?
I was asking you what your question was.
Oh yeah. So like, you know what I'm actually curious about? So they say you gotta scan your face. Like, I wonder if it's just a question. I wonder, does that work for the Transformers? We're gonna leave that alone though. We're gonna leave that alone. Like, so imagine, because considering how wonderful surgery is in 2025, I wonder how many. Let me shut up, man. Let me shut up. Like, real shit though. Like, you know, this world is crazy. It is definitely the Twilight Zone.
Yeah, that's great.
So this lady has joined, and even though she has a boyfriend and her boyfriend isn't on there, yeah, she's seen people that she knows that's on there, and yeah, they've been gossiping all day and night. And it's crazy because now let's say that this stuff is not true, and some of the men that she knows that is they're on the app and they're being talked about. And again, a man can't come out and defend themselves. But let me just ask you this: what if you're a person that is just posting about a person you just dislike?
In your personal opinion, is this app a form of discrimination?
I mean, it could be, I guess.
Or is it just something exclusive? Like, because let's be for real. You know what makes it tough about, like, at least my view on it when it comes to if men can join? I do believe that there should be apps that, let's say it was for strictly indigenous / FBA / African Americans, Black Americans, right? Just for us. Like, you gotta be able to prove somehow or another your ancestry is here, whether slavery, whatever, right? And I believe that it should be platforms where we're allowed to just have us be there. So then I transfer that into this. And I'm saying to myself, okay, well, I mean, it's an app just for women. Now, my only thing is I don't have an issue with the app being just for women. And like, y'all, you know, it's just something y'all can just have y'all girl time on. But my thing is, it's like what's allowed to be put out there, and if you weren't allowed to put up the man's picture profile and let people see and all that, I think that'd be different. If it was something where y'all could just talk and gossip, okay, cool. Maybe y'all will connect with each other on the back end and do that little bullshit, because the fact is people can do that in real life, right? So what can you really say to that? I would call that the loophole in the system. That's what I would call that, right? but like being able to just like put up people's pictures and everything. I mean, is this not a form of doxing? Is it not doxing? Is it not breach of private information? You know, is it not? Because it ain't like they just up there putting up criminal background stuff. I'm pretty sure they are. I'm certain they are. But it's a lot of just, you know, how you hear how they describe it. Nah, it's just like, you know, Lil D energy, insecure, you know, they just try to say like the typicals, right? So it's like, I mean, shit, what can you do about that? But I guess you can do what my man AC said, right? And you can just come up with your own app called She's a Bird. Let's get it.
You're making up all kind of things.
You want to say something behind that, Sunkiss? Let's go.
It's about the person. You're saying anything you want, and you can do that. I mean, people here do it all the time. I mean, look at what's going on with AI content creation here on YouTube. You have certain
Bruh, the O'Shea Will Smith. I'm sorry. That just threw me off, bruh. Why they zoom out so slow with it? That just threw me all the way off.
creators who are just making up false narratives saying that celebrity said something that they didn't say just for issues and giggles. And so you mean to tell me that a person can't do that? Yeah, that means you can come on and you're interested in a person, you've never met them, and you can come on and find out a whole bunch of tea, a whole bunch of stuff about this person, and you can talk freely because you're not going to be judged by.
But I don't understand. But all right, so what if I found out that the very woman looking me up is the very woman that like used to have trains ran on her? She was a stripper. She was a neighborhood go-go Joan. You know what I'm saying? You know, what if I'm not with CD as in child, you know? What if I'm not with that and I found out she just had like 10 of those? What if I find out through looking up her, she actually has the forever sauce, as in the HI to the vision, right? What if she got HI to the vision, right? So I don't get it. So it's like I'm trying to figure this out. Are we setting things up to where it is like we're going to only look at what a man's flaws can be and completely ignore anything that has to do with that woman who could be looking that man up? Because first of all, I would say from what I've noticed with that shit, from what I've seen with the T app, it's a lot of wild dudes that's being posted. So nobody's asking the question, well, what's up with y'all chicks that's even being with these niggas in the first place? Nobody's asking these questions. I know, because it's really about well, no, they had a mask on. All right, I got you. So yeah, I'm gonna just sit up here and lie to y'all. I'm gonna lie. I'm telling you right now, this is a bold-faced lie I'm getting ready to say, okay? This is not the truth. I've never come across a woman who had a mask on and then took that shit off about a month or two later. Never came across it a day in my life. And I just lied to you. All right, now let's keep on going. What you doing? What? Hold on. Oh, she said something in the back. Okay. All right, I got you. You good, fam.
The commentary. But I think this is the main point that I want to bring out.
This T app is all fun and games, but y'all better pray that these men don't get their own version. A lot of y'all women get spared so much because men don't run their mouth. If men ran their mouth half as much as y'all ran y'all mouth, a lot of y'all would be in trouble. A lot of y'all. Because everything that these men be guilty of, y'all be guilty of and more. If these men get an app where they can expose anonymously the trifling women that a lot of y'all are, y'all gonna be in trouble. Y'all gonna be in a lot of trouble. A lot of y'all been smashing a lot of men in y'all cities, right? Y'all done got around, and it's gonna get bigger than just barbershop talk where they can compare notes about y'all. They'll have a whole app where they can show and talk about how many of y'all done smashed how many dudes in the city, right? All of the nasty things you done to those dudes on the first meetup.
I actually didn't see this video. I just went and winged it because I really wasn't prepared to do shit and be up here this long. But Sunkiss got me up here, and you know I gotta show love to fam. Appreciate you coming up, sis. So I didn't know she was gonna say that, but that literally is what I was just talking about. Like, I mean, so we gonna sit up here and act like, you know what I'm saying? Like, seriously? So only men have a background history, right? Okay, cool. Now, listen, I am a firm believer that if a person has changed their lives and they are somebody who has, let's say, recovered, rejuvenated, has been, you know what I'm saying, they reevaluated and recalibrated their lives, then I'm with you. You know what I'm saying? And especially if you've been consistent in doing that for quite some time now. Like, you can be like, nah, man, like, yeah, I mean, 10 years ago, I was like that. Yeah, nah, that's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. Right? So I get it, but I don't have a sex on that. Like, there's not a just for men, there's not a just for women on that. It's like anybody who knows they have a past, period. Like, it is what it is, but let's keep on rocking out. You want to say something, Sunkiss? I don't know if you back or not. I know you be kind of like moving around. You good? You there?
I'm here.
Okay, all right. I'm just making sure. You want to say anything?
What exactly is we complaining about?
Say it again now.
What's the complaint here? I don't understand what the issue is.
It's not really about an issue. It's just the simple fact of a point being made. It's just really a statement. Like, so what about if the dudes actually were able to look up if you used to strip, if you used to go ahead and twerk for a nigga and let him pay you a couple thousand in his house, all of that type of shit. If you got a background yourself, right, then, you know, how would that look? So my point is, it's not about, oh, what's the issue? The point is, why are we looking at this like only men have a background? That's it. Like, I think humans have a background. If you've lived long enough, you got good and bad stories to tell. And I just kind of keep it on a basic level like that. You got your bullshit with you, and you also have the wonderful qualities about you. I believe every person has that. That's where I am.
How many?
You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
How many of y'all done lied about being pregnant? How many of y'all done put babies on men that didn't even belong to them? How many of y'all done had ran on you? Talk about your hygiene and how some of y'all stink.
You see, the ladies that are involved in the app are actually exposing themselves. And let me explain what I mean. Shout out to a lady who understands this. Number one, you're exposing how nasty you are. I mean, you're exposing where your standards really are, what you're allowing men to do to you, and you're trying to help out other ladies who basically will see these men and say, hey, you know what? I really don't want to deal with this guy, or he has a red flag and all of that, right? That's one of the things is like you post these guys up there and you're supposed to get like a red flag if, you know, well, if you can date somebody or not, or a green flag if the guy is okay. He passes all the flying colors. And this is the same thing that ladies are doing now. Like, oh no, this is how he is. You know, don't worry about him. You know, he'll treat you wrong or he'll treat you bad. But the thing is that it's one-sided because it never detects if you're a red flag. While you're screening for a guy that's a green flag, you yourself are a red flag. You see, because nobody can come and check you about your behavior or who you've been getting your cheeks clapped by. Furthermore, if it was the other way around, women would be crying because what if we were able to post some of y'all's y'all little twerk videos that you seen? Storytime music. There was a chick that I know.
Facts. Let me just say this right here. I'm just gonna say it. Now, I don't know how I go in the marriage life, so I'm gonna exclude it. I'm gonna say this only for the dating field. I promise you, I don't give a goddamn who that woman is. If you dating her and y'all just seeing each other, I promise you, that woman's secured folder will blow your mind. Okay? Don't you dare think for a second she don't got past dangalangs all in there. I promise you. Okay? Her secured folder. All right? I promise you. Don't worry about what she say is not in her phone. No, it's something called a secure folder. And that's way different. That's a whole nother, that's X-rated. And I promise you, majority of women, they just keep a collection of that they get sent to them. It's a real thing. How do I know this? I talk to women who tell me about this.
No, that was dating me. Another American dude from the community that I'm actually pretty cool with now came to the country. She was dating him, and she was trying to get me to commit to something a little bit long term, but she was shady and all of that. And let's just say she sent me a video, sent him a video. And somehow we just started like talking about the same lady and the same thing. And he was like, yeah, man, she sent me a video yesterday. I was like, really? And we found out that, oh, this same person is sending the same videos out. Like not only to just us, but to a whole bunch of people, right? If something like that were to be a mechanism that guys could talk about online, about some of the things that women are actually doing, it would really disturb a lot of guys, because a lot of men in general want to look at women as like, okay, if she might be 3 or 400 up, like we don't really have any proof. And a lot of times we may like it like that, but once we kind of know that you're out there just getting clapped in the streets, you're out there telling the same stories and the same lies, like, you know, or you're telling them one guy like you're busy, but then a guy finds out that, you've been talking to somebody else.
Absolute facts. Absolute facts. And I promise you, it don't take long for us to catch on. Dudes catch on. It's a real thing. It's not as green as you may think.
If you're sleepy, it would be
It's not
terrible.
damn petty.
And again, is it going to ruin?
You said what, Sunkiss?
This shit is petty as hell.
What do you mean petty?
This is petty. Who gives a shit? If y'all want to blast hoes, shit. Who cares?
No. My mode is not on blasting. I don't care about that. That's something I don't give two shits about. I'm talking about how he's explaining the dude that's in a relationship, and when that guy recognizes while being in a relationship that woman's not what she says she is. That's a real thing that does happen. And it's
it happens to women too. Who gives a shit? What the hell?
Yeah, no. I'm gonna tell you who gives a shit. The dude that's in that relationship at that time, he cares. At that moment,
It's like the woman that's in the relationship at that time, she cares. That's why they got that damn T app up there. So there
okay,
you go.
but yeah, that dude at that time, Sunkiss, he cares because that man is investing. So
I don't care.
And that's where the biggest disconnect comes in.
But it's not a disconnect because men don't care when they do it to women. So like I don't give a shit. Everybody play the fool. If you play the fool, do better next time. Who gives a shit? This shit is petty.
Sunkiss. I can't let you get away with that because like now we highlighting like the bum ass niggas and the bum ass chicks. Like I don't like that shit. What I'm saying is that if that man, what he is explaining, I'm only going by what he was explaining on this specific part, not to get too deep into any of that. When a man is investing in a relationship, his time, his effort, his emotions, being vulnerable to that woman, all the way down to financial, yes, it is very disappointing to find out that woman is not who she says she is. It is when a man cares. That is a very real thing. And those men like us, we do exist. We do exist in abundance. That's all I'm saying. So I do recognize what he's saying on that part in particular. And it's not even just, to be a shit or a crap on women. It's just a recognition. That's all it is. I recognize it because I physically have been through it, my personal self in my life. I know what that feeling is like. And I also know what it's like to get right back on that horse, Slim. Stop playing with me. Let's get it.
Dating? I don't think so. For the guys who are being posted on T-App as red flags, if those men are attractive enough, those women are still going to want to date those guys. They're not going to say they can't date them because it's on T-App. They're going to want to find out if it's true, especially if somebody says he got some good. Right. We already know. And when it comes to cheek clapping and booty clapping it up, they're going to be okay with it. And so it's not going to change dating. The women out there are going to still do what they're going to do. And to be honest, this app will be shut down within a year because it just breaks.
And Sunkiss, that's where the balance comes in, because that's a fact. I shit you not, it's so real. I don't give a damn what's out here on any app, what's on social media, online. I shit you not. When it comes down to it in real time, real life, that woman gonna do what she gonna do. All the little
That person is gonna do what they gonna do. This shit petty.
Oh, listen, I don't date men, so I can't, you know what I'm saying? I can't sound like I'm doing both ways. Stop it, girl.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying shit. So yeah, I mean, I only can speak on who it is that I associate with on a romantic level like that. You know what I'm saying? Which is women. All right. So I'm saying, as a man who knows this firsthand, now all that shit go out the window. It go all out the window. And I've experienced it time and time again. All of that trying to act like you or whatever, and all of that, that's smooth out the window. She like you enough, it goes smooth out the window. She's sending you all kind of stuff for your secured folder. Dead ass on that. It goes out the window. So I'm just saying, you right. So actually, I'm agreeing with you, sis. It go both ways. It go both ways, but it's just like, you know what I'm saying? I just don't like the way it's being projected as if, you know what I'm saying, it's just us that be on that, like, trying to do something stuff. Like, stop it. Because I can be honest with you, majority of the relationships I've been in my life, honestly, they've always had a higher sex drive than me. That's just off rip. So I already know how it is.
We normally do.
Yes, I know how it is. Y'all like to get it in. And I'm not saying that on like a hoish, you know what I'm saying? Like a bad, like, no, just, I think just like I don't know, just a natural, organic, maybe just like, you know, in the heat, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Excuse my language. I ain't mean to cuss. Excuse me. I'm sorry, y'all. But not real talk though. Like, I recognize it for like the natural aspect of it. Like, I think that's just part of what it is. Like, women will naturally want to do it more than men. I don't know, maybe, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, I'm not going to sit up here and ever try to like fake trick myself into thinking that it's one-sided in either direction. You know what I mean? Because I do believe there's something called man hoes too. Yes, I believe in that. I believe men can be hoes too. That's right. You know what I'm saying? Men can be hoes. It happens. But I just don't like the way society just nowadays, it's like every stereotype has to be pushed all the way left and all the way right. Like, whatever it may be, it has to be exaggerated. How we, you know, view, I guess, black people, whatever it may be, it has to be exaggerated in the stereotypes. Relationships has to be exaggerated in some, you know, false fantasy stereotype. And then it's like you in the real world, and it's like, bruh, all that shit is non-existent. I'm telling y'all now. It's just, it don't exist. When you actually dealing with people that just don't even be on this shit, you realize, like, bruh, like, shit don't even, it's not even real. It's not even real. But you have to take yourself outside of this place to be able to recognize that. But I wanted to play this, though, before we get ready to get up out of here, Sunkiss. I wanted you to say something before I play my last little video.
About what that video you just played?
I mean, I'm just, I guess, listen, all right, so, see, I know it's hard for you to talk about this because of your position in life, which is like, which should be the most respected, but unfortunately it's not. So I will ask you this, matter of fact, to put you in more of a position. Why would you say that nowadays majority of people would rather listen to the person who does not have success and longevity in relationships as opposed to the person and the people who do? Why is it such a fad to be the single person that knows how to talk about love? The person,
people cheat.
Huh?
Because people cheat.
People be cheating.
People are sheep.
Oh, sheep.
S-H-E-E-P.
Okay, okay, I got you. Yeah. I was trying to make out. I apologize. Okay, so they sheep. Okay. All right. Okay.
The blind leads the blind.
Right. You got the floor.
If somebody got what you want, and that sparks some type of jealousy or makes you feel some type of way, you ain't gonna want to listen to them. Listen to them for what? Because if you start walking in the wrong direction, they can pull your coattail.
Right.
That's an ego thing. Whereas the person that's equivalent to you, they can't tell you nothing. They in the same boat you in.
Gotcha. You know what? That's a damn good point. I actually like that. No bullshit. That's smack on point. So, but I ain't gonna lie. Like, I agree with half of what she says on this video right here, and then the rest of it, to me, honestly, I'm be real, it's just entertainment. I just like to be entertained.
Attack me when I say this, but listen, women need to just go back to having arranged marriages and not picking for themselves, because everything that I figured out from this T app just shows me that a lot of y'all, I mean, I don't know, like, you can't pick.
Dad, come on, get up. This is ridiculous.
You weren't around in the 60s, man. This is how we got things done.
Pam, Dina, we have to get off this island. It's evil.
Because every time I see pictures on there of these dudes, the dudes be having like a money fan like this, be looking like this, be like this, like doing some stupid nut teenage stuff, right? And then y'all would be like, what's the tea on him? Is he cool? Or then y'all got some bad stuff to say about him. I'm like, bro, y'all need to learn how to profile, because a dude taking a picture with a shiesty and holding a fan of money or sitting on top of a car probably isn't the best type of dude for you.
He told me about his lawyer. He had sex with my mama. Why? Spirituality. God, if you listen, hell.
I don't know why you're so freaking desperate to see that, hey, maybe because he looks like a bad guy. He's not really a bad guy. He's just cosplaying. He's just acting like that. Like, no, he really is a bad guy.
His love life. I'm in for this, man. Get away from me.
And you guys get all upset and everything when you guys hear these bad things about him. And I'm like, look at him. His profile picture, he's holding a ciggy in his mouth like this. The ciggy's just hanging out of his mouth. And I got the nerve to sit there and just see it. Like, why am I seeing this? Because the T app is supposed to help women. You guys are your own destruction. Self-destruction. Self-destruction. You guys are literally destroying yourselves. You're doing this to yourselves. Come look at the pictures that y'all posted of dude. I'm like, I'm sure that you guys went and picked up the best picture you could find of him. And that's what you came up with?
Hey, y'all, come look at this.
So it's just like these dudes will literally be treating you guys like crap because you picked them when they are crap. Stop trying to get a man that is not made. We only want made men. We don't want to build up no men or nothing at all. Why are you doing that? That's terrible. Like, that's stupid. So boom, right? You guys will get these bummy, ugly, weird, bad body, out of shape, smoke ciggies and all of that stuff. You guys will get these type of dudes and then get mad when they don't treat you right. And I'm like, bro, you could have looked at him and seen that he wasn't about nothing. Ugh.
Sir?
Whoa. And now, the final crowning touch to this case. Talk about it.
And then you'll get mad when they talk so much stuff about us and be like, oh, that woman, you're like, oh, why are you a woman's business? Because you're letting them. You're going to lay down with the dude that looks like he's from the movie Goonies.
Chocolate.
And then you get upset when he feels like his opinion. You gave him the entitlement to have an opinion. Women need to go back to having arranged marriages. Bye.
What happened?
Yeah, nah, you good. So I'm wondering, like, for our final thoughts, right? Because we can ready to get up out of here. Um, like, so what you think as far as like, should we go back to arranged marriages? Should we go back to the days where honestly your husband is going to pick who your daughter marries? Or
No.
problematic? All right. No, just give me your thoughts. You know how we go, Sunkiss. Ain't shit changed.
No. I'm not picking nobody who somebody gonna be have to look at every day. I ain't doing it.
Why?
Cause that ain't my life. Hell, that's ignorant.
But what if you recognize because she done brought home her boyfriend Scar, her boyfriend T-Bone, and her boy Axel, right? Oh, those were her
And so you're
boys.
not gonna bring Scar and T-Bone and Axel to my house. Cause once she brings Scar, she gonna get that right or she gonna get out.
But you see, but you see, okay, so watch this. So all right, so what? No, Sunkiss, we're not gonna put the kids out, Sunkiss. We just gonna help them. We're gonna help direct them. Like, didn't we help them learn how to tie their shoes? Didn't we help teach them how to brush their teeth? Nope, you got to go in the circular motion so you get in your crevices, right? We taught them all these things, okay? So why is it now wrong just because they're older to now extend the teaching and teach them about how to pick a good spouse? Why is that wrong?
Because it's not my life.
It was your life when you was helping them with everything else. How do you not know that they don't need your help on that?
62883.
You broke up. Say it again.
They needed my help to get to an age to where they can support themselves. They don't need my help in navigating their personal relationships.
So your job is done at that point, is what you're saying. I ain't mad at you for saying that, like, because most of us hear it. So I mean, it is common. It is typical. So basically,
I'm not saying that my job is done. I'm saying that there becomes a time when you step back and mind your own business.
How about this? So what if she is dealing with two guys, like not like that, like let's say not sexually. Let's keep it as healthy and clean as possible because I like those those narratives. And she's like, I like two guys. I haven't gone on a date with either of them, and one of them is basically Axel, and the other one is Charles. Okay, and Charles is more of the studious. He don't smoke, drink, nothing. He's more, like straightforward in life. Don't have no run-ins with police. And we all know what Axel's gone through. He got rap videos, money fans, all kind of stuff. You know what it is, right? And she says, Charles, I really like him, but he's boring. And Axel is really fun, Mom. But he's not stable. What does Mom tell her advice-wise? And let's say she's 21.
What you need in the future?
You got the floor.
That's the question I'm asking. What you need in the future? Do you need fun in the future? Do you need stability in the future? Is fun gonna help you raise?
No. I got you. She says, Mom, I want to be happy in the future. Boom, go.
Okay. So you want to be happy. You want children?
Yes.
Is Axel gonna help you raise a child?
He nobody messes with him. He's protective and
Is
everybody.
Axel gonna help you raise a child?
Mommy, I don't know.
You don't know. Is Charles gonna help you raise a child?
He's more stable, but I don't know, Mommy.
Oh, well, then if you don't know, you don't need to be dating neither one of them.
So you telling me to just be single all my life?
You
I
need to
want to
be
be
seen
happy.
right.
I want to be happy with a husband. You're married to my father. I want to be happy with a man just like you and dad.
Yeah, but I already knew what type of man I needed for the future that I wanted to have, and you don't. And since you don't, you're not in a position to be dating.
Okay, so I just want to be happy, and I just want to have fun, and I just want to know that I won't be cheated on. That's it.
Then you ain't ready for no relationship. You just want to date.
Okay, and cut. Now, why is she not ready for a relationship with that response?
Because all of that shit is shallow. Relationships are serious business. If you ain't sat down and thought about what your future gonna look like, the type
So
of
you
person you need in your life to create that future, you have
so
not done proper assessment for yourself to be trying to enter into no damn relationship.
okay. All right.
You get
So
something like a T app because you got a bunch of people that said, I just want to be happy in a relationship. So, oh, he look fun. And then he go and run your ass around like a rag doll, and you sit up there looking stupid. You set yourself up for that.
okay. So you didn't see how you just walk right into that though, Sunkiss? After you said that though. I mean, I'm just pointing it out, sis. That's all.
Walk right into what?
You
That don't
walk
mean
right.
I need to pick your mate for you.
No,
I
no,
don't
no,
know
no.
what the.
Sunkiss,
Hmm?
Sunkiss. But you just did it, Sunkiss. You
No,
did.
I didn't. I didn't pick neither one of them.
You were saying basically the whole like stay out of it part. All right, I got you. All right, bet. Now, think about what just took place. So when I said, so your job is done, now you did say, no, my job ain't necessarily done. You did say that. You did say that.
I did.
So all right. So if you know your job is not done, when I say, then why should it be separate if we taught them everything else when they were under our care as minors? Why would you say your job is not done, but then separate that when it comes to help guiding them with relationships, especially if you're someone who is still married, you know what I'm saying, and on the verge of
Guiding you
being a
with a
grandparent?
relationship is not choosing your mate for you. I'm not doing it.
No.
Guiding her in a relationship is what I just did. I didn't ask her about the dude per se. I asked her what she was looking for. What is your outlook? What is it that you trying to get? How does these two people that you claim you like measure up to what you see your future? You don't even properly see your future. Therefore, you ain't got no business dating nobody.
All right. So, okay, bet. I know exactly what I want to be. I'm in college right now when you know that at the local university to be a scientist, and I'm on the verge of having my own place and everything, and I want a family. So boom, if she knows that she wants a family, she knows that she does want to have a relationship type of life. Like basically there it does come down to two forms. Now everybody may have their own versions of that form. Like some people want to be in a relationship, but they want it to be poly, but they still want a relationship, right? And then you got some people that just want to go straight, I don't know, rogue, or you know what I'm saying, like grid, and they want to be free.
It's these blanket statements that's the problem. What is I want a family? What is it?
Hold on. Say it again. What is what again? Family?
What is I want a family? What does that mean?
You come on. All right. I'm going with the what we both know, Sunkiss. We the same age. The typical. You want the spouse for the companionship, and you want the children of some. Listen, even if it's not like even if y'all come into the situation and you got a kid, they got two or whatever, y'all bring that together. There are people that do stuff like that all the time. You want the
See,
family.
no, wrong. Wrong.
Okay.
Wrong. No. You want a
Talk.
family. What do they look like?
It looks like all the sitcoms we grew up to. From In the House to Family Matters. It's everything we know that's a family, which is you have two heads of authority, right? Listen, two heads of authority, and then you have those who are under the authority. That is the family. That is now you asked me. I'm giving the typical, what we know it to be classically. We all know that can like be anything nowadays. We all know
My
that
my family.
we all know
My family.
sometimes. Real quick.
My family sits down at the table and eat dinner together almost every night.
I got you. Okay.
My family gathers in the family room on Fridays.
Right.
And we play games or watch a movie together.
Okay.
What does the family look like?
So you're talking about as far as what y'all do. Okay, that's different. So you didn't specify that. I was talking
That's
about
not different. That's important. And people don't have those type of conversations. You can tell me you want a family all day long. Okay, what the hell does that mean? You just want to pop out a baby? That's it. So that's not necessarily a family. And if y'all don't have the same idea about what family looks like, that's gonna cause a breakdown in a relationship.
Right. Okay. Okay.
See, people want to give blanket statements because they don't sit down and put thought into what they're doing. It's not, this is fun. This is a business. This is serious business. You
Hold on,
talking
wait a
about
minute.
people
You say
mental, spiritual, physical well-being. This is serious business. It deserves more than, oh, I just want a family. What is you talking about? Sit your stupid ass down somewhere. You don't want no family.
all right. So hold on. So when you say that real quick, and I apologize, I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry. So you're saying that when you say it's a business, so you agree with the, let's say the talking point, I guess, of marriage is transactional more than emotional and companion wise, right?
No.
Okay. All right. So when you say that, all right, break that part down. When you say it's a business, because I mean, that's what came to my mind. Okay. So what she's saying is the transactional aspect of it.
When you go see your doctor, is it transactional?
Yes, it is actually. Yes. I mean,
That's
there's
it.
a certain amount of, hey doc, I've been coming to you for the last because I've had the same doctor for at least 10 years now. So I mean, so it's
But it's only transactional. You just go in there to pay him money and that's it.
Well, it's a her, but
she never.
I know, I got you. I got you. Yes, I mean, honestly, at the end of the day, it's very true. I mean, it's a certain, listen, we have a certain amount of rapport, but it's transactional. Yes. When I go to the doctor,
my relationship with my physician is not transactional. Because if I think you only here because I'm going to give you some money, you can't be my goddamn doctor. Get the fuck on. I need somebody that actually has some passion for what they do and has some concern about me.
Okay.
This is my health and my life we talking about. So it's more than transactional for me.
Okay.
People hear business and just think money transfer. No, because if it was just about money transfer, and people wouldn't complain about the service that they get.
Right. Okay. No. I see. All right. You did. Okay. You saying it that way. No, I do definitely agree with you. I don't care what it is, even down to honestly making food. I can take that into just making meals for people as a chef. Definitely, I have come across and work alongside with people on that 4-man grill that you know, one or two of us didn't really care and was kind of slopping together plates. And I do know about those of us who, now we want to make sure your shit come out right, because we do still have it in us that, what if that was me and my date? What if that was me on that table, you know, getting the surgery, that whole nine? So I do get you on that. I know what you're saying.
Yeah, because if I go to a restaurant and the chef is back there angry, I'm gonna cancel my order and leave. You been feed me no hungry ass food.
Right. Nah, facts. I know what you're saying. And I've seen it happen. I've actually seen that happen. So I appreciate
Give me that angry food. Now I got a stomach ache. No, thank you.
Oh, ain't nothing wrong with that. So you got any final thoughts before we get on up out of here? You know, because I'm gonna go
My final thoughts is people need to stop being so surface level when it comes to things that are supposed to be long-term life situations. If you ain't got the time to sit down and ponder deeply about it, then it ain't something that you ready for or something that you even want. You probably just think you want it because that's what society say you supposed to have. But I ain't be for you.
Now
Sit down and have a real honest conversation about yourself. With yourself. Before you go jumping in to relationships, fucking people over, giving people damages that they got to heal from. Stop that. That's why I be saying this stuff is silly. Because it go both ways. I done seen some terrible behind women and some terrible behind men. And then on the other side, while you can count one or the other one as a so-called victim, a lot of time they line themselves up for it. You seen that person was full of bullshit before you got into a situation where they could cross you up, but you did it anyway.
Damn. You got a point there. But see, the thing is though, Sunkiss, that all comes down to, like I say before, situational awareness. You know, that situational awareness is what everything really like boils down to, because you got to be able to see things ahead. You got to have some form of like foresight. Foresight is so important. Why? Because foresight helps you from having to be the one to say hindsight is 2020. You see what I'm saying? In the sense of maybe you don't have to learn all these lessons from going through them. Some things you can see up ahead and not have to go through it in the first place. You know, I never had to shoot dope to know that I would OD and it can destroy my life. I never had to shoot myself in the foot to know that I would bleed. I just know what bullets do, and I know what heroin does. So I don't have to, do those things to know what it can do to my life. That's what I would call the foresight. But yeah. You already know. But I just want to give you a big round of applause. I appreciate you coming through. We getting ready to get up out of here. I appreciate everybody who stopped through and pushed the like button or whatever it is that you did tonight. And much respect. Sunkiss, respect to you too, sis.
When your legends shoot this up to 10, the airways belong to Disciple and the war chief Lynn. First digest the heat from my toaster. Blast, cotton can last on your block about the class.
Yeah, digging on the Sheba, tapping on the Sheba, singing they want sunset, gotten you one nuts in the ass whipping, and feel it when it kick in. Never juggle satin, coolie coda can't blow. Coolie how is how I pump when the convincers in my clutch. Your murder one sung it then hush.
The
Hollywood.
Awakening. How much notes are we raking in? The more we vision, you ain't fit for this division. So put the splits on it. Tell your Foxy put her lips on it. It's murder one when the stones
I'm
on
trying
it.
to tell you now, the copper here from the 3 o'clock and a something terrible that happen when you fall shatting. No counterfeit, never dug the sound of it low. Cold toss the out, razor candy cut what? Low sugar streets where the hustle crossing cats meet. My kin looking like Flint about to boogie.
Inside Sheba sugar walls trying to landscape pleasure. I faced the north and the north face, bubble feather. Stone tribe, jungle life, diamond crook campus. Destined for Sugar City and we copping Willie Stampers.
It's the time of the season when love runs high. In this time, give it to me easy and let me try with pleasured hands to take you in the sun to promised lands, to show you everyone. It's the time of the season for love. What's your name? Who's your daddy? Is he rich like me? Has he take us anytime?